And who is this stranger who I have not made up my mind on yet?
Hi, I'm Kylie.
Hi, Kylie. I'm Matt.
I'm gonna be playing Nala Stormbear.
I like it.
I'm gonna be a level 5 barbarian Goliath.
Spoiler alerts! Ugh. Now I can't even play the game.
No, shut up, Matt. You're the worst.
Now I know.
Yeah, now it's
Cool.
not.
It's good to meet you.
What was I gonna do? Oh, right. So, just to let you all know, this is I underestimated the amount of work it would take to do this good, or well, and so it won't be, but it will be. Four best friends having such a nice time, and
Remember how I told you, like, over the last week that it's a surprising amount of work and you don't realize?
And I did it. The work that I did starting at 6 p.m. This evening. So
Yeah.
but you know what? I think that what it lacks in hard work, it also lacks in creativity or fun. So
Okay.
it's gonna
Well, as long as it's consistent.
yeah, it's gonna be really bad all around, and I'm excited to see how all of us kind of suffer through it. So, let me. Oh, fuck me! I forgot to. God damn it! All right. Well.
I need a second, like, literally, like a.
God. All right. That's.
I
fine.
need to print a character sheet and make my character.
Okie dokie.
But that literally would take me like a minute and a half.
I feel like we're all on the same page as in like quality and preparation. Like,
Well, I've never DM'd before, and this is actually.
How many
really...
pages of text do you have? Because I told you you should have like 4.
I have 4.
Do you guys have a robot?
No.
No.
Oh.
It's called the honor system. Unless there's some kind of cheat that we need to be worried about. Are you a cheat? Huh? Are you a cheat?
No, there's just RP bot that you can invite, and then you can just roll in the game.
Oh, like on Discord?
Yeah, it's a Discord
Oh,
bot.
because we usually play over Roll20, and then we use the.
Oh, okay. I already have my character sheet made, and I can just import it.
Yeah, I don't know if we will this time, just because we were playing like with maps and tokens and everything.
Yeah,
but
I got you.
that was a pre-made, so
Yeah,
I don't
this
think
is going to be a
just
lot
then.
of imagination and looking
Yeah,
at
I
my-
got a character sheet then on Roll20. Then that's fine.
just by the way, Matt, I feel like the error is definitely on my end.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting like all these OneDrive errors.
Well, that's on you then.
Yeah, that's
Which is good, because I thought it was on me and I was embarrassed. I was like, how do I fuck up receiving a... What is going on? This document could not be printed.
Oh, you guys are such noobs.
Oh, I was trying to print it as a PDF, and then I was telling it not to save as a PDF, and then it was like, well, then you get nothing!
Matt, I feel like you're going to be like super disappointed because there's not going to be like a ton of like crazy puzzles or anything. I think I'm going to throw in some bullshit and you guys are going to have to deal with that.
The best is like when somebody uses that riddle that's like, there's 2 guards in front of a door, one only lies, and then somebody's just like, shut up, I know this, and just walk right through.
Nah, it's not going to be that I want to keep with the theme of it not being interesting or fun.
Okay.
So,
Well, like everything I know about you and your thoughts and beliefs and values and everything, like I'm pretty sure you can handle it.
thanks. Hey, thanks, Matt.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm not a fun or interesting person. We get it. I'm trying to keep the last per minute up. You're trying to get the feelings hurt per minute up, and I don't really appreciate it. And Miguel agrees with me. She and I had talked about you behind your back.
Nice.
I'm still laughing at my own OneDrive because it has all my university documents and everything, so it sort of needs to work.
Those old
Shit.
useless documents you don't even need anymore. Congratulations to Miguel for being a doctorate candidate. Did I say that right?
No, it is, yes.
Yes, I did say it right. I too am a doctorate candidate in getting things correct. Roxy and I say congratulations to you
Thank you.
with our mouth voices and also in the chat room.
Yes, okay.
Okay, what? So I'm using my printer for the first time on this computer, and it's like, you've earned a reward for installing a genuine HP printer. It's that simple. And then there's a big claim my reward button. It seems legit, but if I try to say no thank you, then they're like, this reward will be lost for all time if you deny it now.
Seems like malware to me, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I pressed
For your
accept and now it's
reward.
downloading something.
Yeah,
Reading
hell yeah, it
device
is.
data. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Your reward is...
Uploading internet history to the FBI. That's your
Oh.
reward. Is either a clean conscience or atonement.
They want to update my soft... You fucking... No. I'm not taking the free shit. Close. Okay, I need to turn on a light. I'll be back.
I need to
Don't
get
go
blood
anywhere.
back.
yeah, I'm gonna grab a lighter and turn on my D&D candles.
So, who are you, Kylie? What's your affiliation like with... Wait.
Well,
Wait.
is it Miguel invited me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, we know each other on Tumblr, so got invited through there.
Cool.
Hey dudes, are we all ready for a rude and dude and good time?
Yes. Or I speak for myself anyway.
Okay. And everyone, please be nice to me. I've never done this before. I don't know anything.
Oh, of course.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Alright. So
I don't
my
have, like,
God.
stats and stuff yet. Can you give me, like, 3 minutes?
Yes, of course I can. I'm gonna munch on some...
Or I guess we can make it easy. Can just wing it.
No, like, honestly, part of this is, like, I wanted you to have fun, too. Like, I want you to be able to play. So, you do what you gotta do so you can play.
Yeah, I know what spells and everything I have. I literally just need to crunch the numbers for, like, what my stats are. Well, what is everybody's, like, high stat right now? Like, what's your dex rating on Psi?
On
And, like,
Psi,
19, right?
It's 18.
I'm at 16?
Oh, but you split yours with int.
Yes, that's true.
5e clear. And
I think, Kylie, you had said you had 19 or 18 or something?
Matt, if you look in my in the side channel, my Google Docs drive is there, and you can look at my stat sheet.
you must be 18 years or older to view this channel.
Yeah.
No.
I put it as NSFW because I put boobs in there. That's a joke.
That's perverse.
I know.
I
That'd
thought...
be so funny.
Okay, there we go. Alright, really quickly.
Yeah.
Oh. A, B, C, D, E, F. Right, okay. I'm gonna be, Damn, okay. Sai, can you, or Tara, can you just give me size highest to lowest? Like, go through your 6 stats. Oh, you said you linked it here, okay. Okay. So we got big plans for the holidays.
No.
Yeah. We got friends over, and we're gonna go
Yeah,
to a
that's
hockey
true.
game.
3.
Go out to eat 100 times.
4, 3, 2. Okay, so what? Okay. I shouldn't have rolled for my health. I had 25 health. Saving throws are intelligence and wisdom. Alright. I should be okay. $60.
Alright, are we all ready?
Oh, you're sort of like far away?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Great. So, all right. So
Star Wars!
y'all wake up. Here. Okay. Here's the no shit.
So first, for Rain's sake, because you and I talked about this, we're retconning the whole you guys left the town, and I guess Mac and John will hear this eventually. We're picking up that last night in Nightstone.
Well, so you're at the you know. Yeah, no, okay, you're right, we are accounting everything.
Well, does that work for you?
Yeah, no,
I
it
think
super does.
that
Like,
would probably
it
make more
doesn't work
sense,
any
right?
other way, actually, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so if you'll draw your attention to the in-game channel.
Oh.
So,
Yep.
Rain, you fell asleep with your whole party, and you woke up. Well, actually, tell you what, can you all roll a d20 for me?
Yes, let me...
Whoa. No, I can't, apparently. Hey, I got a 10.
I got a 10 as well.
Oh yeah, that's probably a better idea.
Okay. Roxy, do you have a pen? Okay. Hang on one second.
Man, hard codex is the greatest invention of all time.
Literally, right? Like, that, even better than, like, the cards you can buy for...
Like, even better than antibiotics. I would say, if I had to, if I was pushed.
Okay. So you're all okay. So here's the scene.
Yep.
Kylie, you wake up first, and you are in a very dimly lit room that looks pretty much exactly as interesting as the room in the picture, and it's just a circular room with just walls everywhere, and you see to your left and to your right, like on the on the opposite sides of you, a half elf who is asleep. And Matt, what are you?
A gnome.
A gnome, and then a
What's up,
gnome
guys?
too.
I'm a gnome.
And they're both fast asleep. So you are the first person awake. You don't know where you are or why you're there. And so what and thus begins our story.
I immediately look around my surroundings and I try to find my weapons and armor. I mean, my weapons and gear.
Okay, you have everything. Everything that you had beforehand is with you exactly how it was before. So, like, if you had a bag or like a waist pouch or anything like that, it's all the same. Nothing seems to have been tampered with or anything like that.
And they're right next to me?
Yes.
Okay, I stand up. I walk to the center of the room. I face towards these people that are in here, and I just yell out as loud as possible. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay. So she yells, and then Matt and Rain, you both wake up with a start at the same time. And so,
Okay.
Like, if I understand, we're in this gray room that
yes,
you post.
it is.
Room is a strong word for the drawing.
So
We're contained within us.
You
Okay,
are
okay.
in a
I
hell
awake with a
prison.
start. And I'm like patting myself down, and I'm sort of like looking at my hands, and I'm like, whoa, like trying to get my bearings. And I look around, and like, what do I see? What are the walls to be made out of? What's the floor to be made out of?
The floor is like a dirty concrete floor, a bit dusty, but not so much that you can't see the concrete. And
Okay.
the wall is made of like not cinder blocks, but it is like partitioned stones. Yeah, and it's like they're all like stacked up on top of each other.
I look up. How high does it go?
It goes up about 15 feet, and then it's got it looks like a wooden kind of like ceiling. Either just like wooden planks that go across the top of it.
What kind of wood would you say it is?
Oak.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. You think I didn't know what kind of wood it was? Motherfucker, I know exactly what kind. It's
I begin stroking my beard and mustache, which is quite
Gross.
quite large
Okay.
and black, and I'm a young gnome, and I start to sort of pace and just mutter, very curious, very curious, and I'm sort of just looking at my feet and like looking around. I'm totally ignoring the other two.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, I probably should just shut the fuck up, huh? And let you guys like roleplay. Oh gee whiz. Rain, do you do anything?
Well, I guess I'm like, hey, oh shoot, I forgot Kylie's character name. It is
Nala.
Nala, exactly. Strongwind.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
I can change my
yeah,
nickname on the
we're-
server to that.
We're all like, we're all buddies here. We don't know each other, but no one's gonna harm you. I'm Rain. I don't really know how I got here, but by the looks of it, none of us do. So we're gonna figure this out.
Oh, that was some weird mushrooms.
From where you are, you can't see very much, but you can hear people talking. It's like you're at a Costco, and you can hear a bunch of people talking, but faintly.
Okay.
Okay, like the voices seem to be coming from within our. Like, how big is this room? Sorry, how far across?
It's like 15, 20 feet across. It's not very big.
Okay, so there's clearly nobody else inside it. Does it sound?
Yes.
Is it coming from like outside the walls?
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from outside.
Okay. Okay, so I continue my like stroking my beard, muttering, pacing, and I start pacing the perimeter, looking for any. And I'm like just running a hand along it, looking for any kind of opening.
Okay, are you? Tell you what, do a perception check for me.
Perception. That would be a 13.
13. Okay, so you are walking around this small stone room, and you can see that there is no like door or window or like any brick that you can press and make it like, a wall appear, like a trap door or anything like that, but you can tell that there doesn't seem to be any like mortar or anything keeping these bricks together. Like it looks like you can see outside of like there's like sunlight coming through
Nice.
cracks in the bricks.
Okay. I choose a brick that seems to have slightly larger margins between itself and the next brick, and I give it a good old push.
Okay. Yeah. It just slides out, and like you can see, outside of it, it's like a very grassy area. It's daytime.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like and the loud Costco sounds that you heard before are louder now, and like you can tell that they're coming from not terribly far away.
Okay. I continue moving bricks until I make like this is at my level, right? So again, I'm 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
And
I was
I'm
gonna say, like,
beautiful.
is the hole
Yeah. I
big
mean, you
enough
guys can help if you
to
want.
follow through? Okay, so yeah, I obviously keep going with Matt. What's your character name?
You wouldn't know that.
Okay, so
You,
follow
You
the gnome.
Get out of my head,
Matt's
okay?
playing a mystery gnome for this.
Mystery gnome, the best kind of gnome.
There is no best kind of gnome.
Wow.
You know that.
Wow.
So anyway, so you guys, you pull out bricks.
Oh, I'm pushing bricks. To be clear.
Well, okay, Rain is pulling bricks and you're pushing bricks, and it
Oh.
achieves the same thing, with the exception of Rain can put the bricks on the other side of the room, and now you have to walk over a bunch of bricks. And so now you're just in a grassy meadow, and you look, probably about 20 or so feet in front of you, and you see
Grayness.
a market or whatever. In a green field. It is just like
Oh.
it's about the length of a football field, but certainly not the width. And you see, it's like little shops, and I didn't do a very good job, but these shops
It's
are
beautiful.
thank you. It's like a sandy dirt road with green pastures on either side, and each of the little squares there, those are just like stands that people have set up, and it's a bunch of people, and you knew that they were speaking before you came out of your little area, and now you're looking at them, and they don't seem to be looking at each other or saying anything to each other. And that speaking that Costco sound that you heard before, where it was like just a bunch of people in a space clearly talking, like that stopped. So they're all just kind of facing forward and seem pleasantly, smiling. Like they seem to be in decent moods, but just nobody's saying anything, and they're facing forward.
Okay.
I go
I
up to
wave.
the nearest stand, I guess.
The nearest stand. At the nearest stand, you see a human ranger, and he says, hang on, I didn't think of any voices for anybody. Oh dear.
You can just do one voice. That's easier.
Huh?
Gotta be
What?
unique voices.
Yeah, you gotta do unique voices. I gotta think of something fun. Alright, so he goes, let's see. So who went up to the person?
I did.
You did?
Right.
He says, "Well there, little lady, could I interest you in a couple of Uncle Sammy's guns and ammo?" Or no, it wouldn't be guns, would it? Because it would be arrows and bows.
Both, okay. Maybe later, but I'd like to know where we are, please.
And he says, right now I'm having a special for, you buy one bow, you get 20 arrows for free.
I already have myself like 60 arrows, so I'm okay.
Well,
But
suit
I'd like
yourself.
to know where we are.
I can appreciate that, and I'll tell you what, if y'all wouldn't mind checking out the little house on the hill, and he points to this at the end of like where this area is. It's like there's a smaller path that kind of winds up a hill, and there is a a house, kind of, but it's incredibly tall. Like, it's not very wide, but it is very tall. Probably about, I would say, like 3 or 4 stories tall. Um, and he points to it, tells you that, you should go check out the house on the hill, and without looking at it, points to the house on the hill.
All right. Thanks, I guess.
Thank you.
I hope your arrow and bow business keeps thriving, I guess.
Y'all should go check out
See
the
you
house on
later.
that hill.
Okay, I kind of like, at this point, I'm sort of just like shuffling around. I'm like playing with blades of grass between my fingers, and I'm stroking them. Curious. And I'm just tagging along. I'm walking beside Rain, but I'm like not interested whatsoever in what she's doing. And I'm like looking beyond this marketplace. Like, where are we?
So
Is it
all you can see is green grass for literally as far as you can see.
like that Windows standard background, just like rolling green
literally,
hills?
yeah, it's just
Okay.
exactly like that. But it's not even like it's not rolling hills or anything. It is just impossibly flat in every direction, with the exception of this small dirt road that goes up this hill to this weird cylindrical house that sits on top of it.
Okay.
All right.
And what are the others? So there's just one stand that's selling ammo and ranged weapons, and like, is it? What are the other stands like?
Well, I mean, the other ones are selling other things. Like, you would have to talk to them to find out.
It's like a straight up regular market.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a regular market.
Well, I'm gonna browse the stalls to like walk by and just see if I see anything out of the ordinary or interesting.
Okay.
I'm perusing,
So
and I have to like stand on my tippy toes to look onto the tables.
yeah. You can roll a perception check.
Oh, that's going to be a natural 1.
Natural 1.
No, I can't see onto the tables actually.
Yeah. So all you can see is that you're short and inferior. So
Wow.
sorry, buddy.
Oh, okay. At this point, I come back and I begin tugging Nala. Like, what are you wearing? Do you have something hanging?
That's
Like,
inappropriate.
is it Nala? Any loose clothing?
Sorry.
I tug on. If not, I grab your hand and tug on it.
Here, I'll give you an image.
Okay. Well, what are you?
Goliath.
Okay. I give a little tugamaroo on your belt, and say, "Excuse me, miss. Could you give me a boost?"
I grab him up by the collar of his shirt, and I just plop him on my shoulder.
Yay!
Yes.
And I say, good. I was looking for great axe. Better great axe.
I pat you lightly on the head and say, "You're a little strange, aren't you?" Me too.
Let's look.
All right, so now we're perusing the stalls, and I've compensated for my terrible failure in a roll, and now I have a great vantage point. So
Okay,
what do I see,
wonderful.
Tara?
Okay, so what you see is nothing really out of the ordinary as far as like what's on their tables. What you can see is they are all wearing. I mean, it's all very simple clothes. There are some people selling higher quality objects who have the what is it? The crest from the previous town. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, like the sigil of Nightstone?
Yeah, exactly. There's
Okay.
a couple people who have like that on their chest or whatever, but they're selling like the high end stuff, and it's not like it's hard to describe. I'll tell you what, just for simplicity, for my sake, Rain, can you roll a perception check?
A perception?
Yeah,
Yeah. 12.
12.
Or
Okay.
actually, 15.
Okay, so with that, you can see that some of these people look very familiar to you. You can see that they look like some of the people that you had met in Nightstone after you had rescued some of those from the cave. and one of them looks like the lady that you guys found that was dead in that area. And she's just here, like just selling like very fine like silver and gold.
The one that the goblins had ate, or
It was the one. Matt, help me out here. It's what's that girl, that lady, the one that I stole the ring from?
Oh, Lady Nandor.
the
Lady. The
Lady
like lady
Nandor,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
city.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So she's here.
Capital L lady.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's here and she's selling things. But she's at the very far end of the marketplace.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be like, you guys can keep looking at the axes. I'm gonna go say hi to our good friend Lady Nandor over there.
Okay. And she says, "Hello, how can I help you today?"
Hi. I thought you were dead.
And she looks at you and smiles and she says, "Why would you think that?"
Well, I met some of your friends. We met up in Nightstone.
We
figured
hung
out
out
you
around your
guys-
dead body.
Yeah, we hung out around your dead body and stuff.
Well,
I
I'm very sorry.
rescued
I
the
don't
whole
know what you're
town.
talking
I woke
about.
up in here and
What I do know is that I have some of the finest silver in the entire land, and I can sell it to you for very cheap.
do you sell any other wares, or perhaps do you sell information? Or...
Well, let's see. There's no information that I sell. I mean, I'll answer any questions you have. Let's see. I have these silver bracelets, golden necklaces. I have a ring here. There's all sorts of things. And then if these don't interest you, like I have some friends across from me.
Any belts?
Belts? Did you said belts?
Yeah, belts.
Belts. I don't sell any belts, but my good friend Roderick over there sells belts.
Any belts of strength?
Mm,
Giant strength?
Let me see.
I like giants.
And then, okay, so you say that.
I pat Nala on the head and I'm like, don't we all?
So, what is this girl's name again? Lady what?
Nandor.
Nandor. Okay.
Nandor.
So,
And dork.
Lady. Yeah, exactly. Like Lady Nandor. Am I right? Am I right, everybody? So, Lady Nandor. Rain, when you asked if she was dead, she became like visibly uncomfortable. Not like distressed necessarily, but like she didn't like that question. And so Nala says, like, do you have any belts of giant strength? Like, I love giants. And she says in a slightly different tone, you all need to go to the house on the hill. You need to leave.
I slip down off of Nala's shoulders and I say, can't argue with that! And I start walking up to the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, like I guess so.
Okay, cool. So you guys just
I walk to Roderick.
You walk to Roderick. Roderick says to you, hello, welcome. You need to go to the house on the hill.
I'll be back.
So as you walk up, you hear these giant thuds from behind you.
Thud. Thud.
Yeah, and so you look around, and turn around just in time to see Lady Nandor and Roderick stand, which are at the very end, get completely demolished by these giant pillars of stone that you saw in Nightstone, and everywhere that there was a stand, it's now like shattered into pieces, and there is a cylindrical stone type like thing that's.
Are we watching them fall from the ground?
The
Or
last
from the
two,
sky?
the last two you see that they fell out of the
I
sky.
I want to try and run up and catch the pillow before it catches Roderick in his stall.
You can roll. You can roll. What would that be?
Athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
I can roll athletics. Hell yeah. Um, 11.
11. So
Nailed it.
You see
I will get advantage on that till next
you see
next level.
Lady Nandor. She gets crushed, and then you see one and there is another pillar falling from the sky, and it's like you can't see anything like where that pillar is coming from, what dropped it. All you can see that it's coming from the sky, and it's about to land right on top of Roderick and all of his very nice belts. And he is looking at you and smiling as you run to him. He's not smiling like a very toothy smile, just like a pleasant like hello. And then you hear him say, "You need to go to the," and then as soon as he says that, like his whole shit gets crushed by this pillar. So you are too late to save him.
All right.
Yeah, and all you did was get significantly closer and watch this man die.
But any belts left?
something.
Like, are
No,
the belts on
okay,
the
so
ground?
I like push it out of the way, and I'm like, hey, you know.
Yeah, it's like so you like if
I
you
can
were,
push at the strength of a large creature.
Tell you what, roll investigation, and I can tell you what you find.
I feel like I'm gonna need a 20 here for this to like work. You said investigation.
Yeah.
That was a 3.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, honestly, it might as well have been 20. Like, there's not much to see here.
No.
There are like the little stands they have set up. They've been splintered, obviously, and then the people there are not there anymore. You know they're dead, but you don't see any blood. There's no bodies or anything like that. It all seems to just be like splinters of wood. Settling dust and the pillars that fell.
Lady
from the sky.
Nandor was made of wood the whole time.
I
Why-
take out my baritone flute, and with my musical instrument proficiency, I just want to play a really bad song in honor of their deaths.
So you
Oh.
play the
Like, you know those like bad recorder videos?
yeah, of like you
Like,
play
something
My
like that,
Heart Will
yeah.
Go On.
Yeah, like my charisma's 8.
That's okay. I'll give it to you. So you play My Heart Will Go On really terribly on a flute, and so yeah, I mean like it's there's this place now, and it's like it's dead quiet. Like there's nothing here anymore. Just these pillars that are equidistant from each other. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more? You have any more for us? Oh, thank you very much.
I am back.
Okay, so what you missed was a very heartfelt song from Nala. Played
Okay.
on the recorder. It was Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On," and it was played poorly.
Okay.
And also, I don't know if you were here, but the pillars that have knocked everything down, you recognize those from Nightstone, like the damage that was done to
Yeah, yeah,
Nightstone. You can
mhm.
tell that that's it's the same exact pillars, and then also the stands that they had built. They've been splintered, but there's no goods. You don't see any like anything that they were selling that was on the tables originally, and you don't see any like blood or bodies or anything like that. It looks like just these like makeshift wood things, and they're splintered around. There's dust in the air because of the rocks that fell, and besides that, there's nothing here, really.
And Nala didn't find any belts.
Nope. She
Oh, okay.
tried to get closer to Roderick, catch the rock. She
Mhm.
probably would have died if she got there in time. But
A good start.
yeah, so like that's kind of what a nat 20 would
Okay.
have gotten.
Probably
was,
need.
like,
I
significant
probably would have
damage.
needed to do rage for it.
Um,
I don't know if you can catch like a 12-foot solid stone pillar
Well, I
falling
can-
from the sky.
What's my carrying capacity is like 2 times.
well, and keep in mind,
Yeah.
this is okay. So if your carrying capacity is 2 times, and this is let's say it's a 3-ton piece of rock falling from a.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm gonna catch it and juggle it like Hercules.
No.
I'm just gonna like deflect it off, like the trajectory.
Right. Well, I'm glad that you failed that roll because it would have been very complicated for me to work out. So it works out for me. So yeah. So right now you are standing at like the smoldering thing.
Oh, I should have just attacked it.
And there's not really anything. And I should keep in mind, like you turn back around, at the end of this, and that original building that you were at, it's not there anymore. It's just the green pastures like everywhere you look.
But that house is still there.
Yes, the house on the hill is still there.
Okay.
Well, I am an emotional wreck, and I stomp in an unrelenting manner to the house's gates.
As we all would, my friend, I think. Do the rest of you follow?
Oh heck yeah! I'm at the front door. I'm hanging out.
Okay, so it doesn't seem to be very guarded. There's a front door, and you know.
I'm actually like when they turn around, I'm like making little hops trying to reach the doorbell or the knocker if there is one.
Okay, there is a knocker.
Just out of reach.
And there is a doorbell. So I mean, and then there's also a little a little welcome mat on the front step. And it looks like the from the front, if you forget about the fact this is like a 4 or 5 story building in like a complete like weird cylinder, it looks like a normal house almost. Like it's like a like a front porch. There's 1 or 2 steps up to the door, and there is like a lantern and a knocker, and it all seems actually pretty like quaint. Like it's nice enough. So yeah. What do you do?
I'm reaching for the doorbell, like I'm bouncing.
Yeah.
I'm hopping up and down,
I,
trying to reach the doorbell. And just like every time I miss, just going.
Walk up.
A little bit flustered and trying again.
What's your name's name?
Who?
Nobody's asked the name.
Yeah, nobody
No.
knows who anybody is.
I just say, okay, gnome, and I grab you by the collar again, and I just put you on my shoulder, and then I ask you, knock or ring?
He says, "I've always loved bells," and I'm like reaching,
And
trying
then
to.
I just like punch the doorbell.
Okay. You punch the doorbell and nothing happens. There's no sound. Nothing at all.
Okay.
I scratch my head, and then my
I come up
ass.
behind them and then I knock on the door.
Knock on the door. So you knock on the door, and it does that like really cliche thing where it just kind of like creaks open. It's not locked. There is no locking, like even closing mechanism on the door. It's just a piece of wood on hinges that like is fit into a hole in the wall. So yeah, like any pressure on it at all, knocks or just opens it.
I step inside.
Okay. So you walk in and you see this.
Is it light or dark?
It's lit enough that you can all see. It is dim light, but it's not dim light so much that it would be like classified as dim light in Dungeons and Dragons. Like it is well lit. Yeah, it's fine. Well lit. So you walk in and this is the room you walk into. And so,
Is that pour or door?
this is door.
I totally read for
So
it.
they are doors. So the door marked door, that's where you just walked in. And that green star, you walk into this room, dimly lit room. It is essentially the same shape and material as the room that you woke up in. And in the middle of this is a hill giant that is sitting with its back to you. And you can see that it is playing with a train set, I guess. And he's just minding his own business in the middle of this room. And yeah. And that's the only thing in this room. Other than that, it is identical to the one you woke up in, just a little bit bigger.
I thought it was like 4 stories high.
It is. There's another door on the other side of this room that leads to a staircase.
Okay. I guess I go in stealth for now.
Go in.
I hop down off Nala's shoulders and I take a couple steps forward and I go, "Hello, friend. Are you the proprietor of this establishment?"
I reach out and grab him by the collar before he gets too far, but I don't really just stop him. I just more of like attempt at it.
So, you stop who? The gnome.
I try to
Me.
go for the gnome's
Okay.
collar, but
I allow myself to be
miss.
like slowed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I allow you to like. I'm not like resisting or anything.
That's fine. So, well, I
Okay.
mean, like, regardless, you have shouted to this hill giant.
Mhm.
So he takes his toy train and, without looking at you, throws it up against the wall and it explodes into a million little pieces. And then he turns around and looks at you and says, "What are you doing here?"
I have already grabbed the gnome and throw him back at my shoulder, and I have my spear at the ready.
And he says,
I would hop down again. I just jump back down.
Yeah,
And I do like
I'll
a-
just throw you behind me.
No. I do not allow myself to be thrown. We can fight over this if you want. And I do like a sweeping bow. I'm wearing like crazy purple billowing robes, like classic ridiculous wizard motif, like gold stars on it and stuff like this. And I do like this big sweeping bow. And I say, "The name's Soripez, and you, good sir?"
he answers by slamming his fists on the ground, and he has a stuffed animal with him, and he throws it at you while you're bowing, and it is like, and then he just like braces himself to charge at you, and it's time to roll initiative.
I was stealthed. I assume I was. I rolled 26.
Yeah, no, you were stealth before anything happened, so like
Okay.
you can be literally wherever you want in this room right now, because the whole room is probably about, I don't know, 30 feet across, really.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And as I understand it, something's being thrown at Soripez.
Yeah, it's like a stuffed animal. It's not anything real.
Okay.
Oh, and since he's not on my shoulder, I'm just gonna have my great axe in my hand instead.
That's fine.
I
Oh,
rolled
wow. Well, the hill giant rolled a nat 20 for initiative, so...
I wrote 17.
Okay. So, let's see. It'll be... Giant... Alright, so... You walk in, and... Let's see. He looks at you, Sorry, and because you were the one that said something first, he's gonna actually charge at you and try to take a swing.
Okay.
Let's see.
So are we all three in the doorway? And what? I mean,
So
the rogue's somewhere else,
Yeah.
but two of us are in the doorway.
in the doorway, yes. Probably like a couple of feet in front of it. Hill giant. Okay, so he comes and takes a swing at you, Matt. Let me see.
It's gonna hit me.
Yeah.
I can pretty much guarantee.
Yeah, probably. All right, so he
Can I
comes-
not swing at him when he runs past me?
Yeah, actually, if you want to take an opportunity attack, that's probably a thing that happens. So yeah, go for it. Like, do you know what you would roll? To do
It's an 8.
an 8. Let's see. Oh, his armor class is 13, so no, that's not gonna do it. Let's see. So Matt, he comes and takes a swing at you, and he
Mhm.
rolls a 10 plus. Would I add the strength modifier to it?
More than likely if he's proficient with that weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine he is. So, all right. So he rolls a 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna hit me.
It's gonna hit you.
What is he wielding?
He is wielding.
Just his hands, right?
It is a great
This is-
club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I probably should have said that he was holding that.
Because he was holding a stuffed animal in a train. Why didn't he pick up the great club?
Okay,
Because
well,
isn't
he
it
just
an
had it with
action
him.
to change weapons?
Um, Well, I mean, like he was ready to go before he charged at you.
Okay.
So all right, so he runs.
We just didn't notice him when we walked into the
Yeah,
room.
you guys were too charmed by his eyes.
It happens.
He's got a winning smile and a head of hair that's just the dreamiest head of hair you ever seen. So, let's see. Gee whiz. Man, all right. So he comes and takes a swing at you, Matt. You said he hit, right?
Yeah.
And it hits you for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it is Rain's turn.
Okay. I am going to. He is like by them now, right?
Yes, he is by them, and I imagine that he has his back to you.
Okay. I'm gonna do a melee attack. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
1d6 and 1d4. Or can I actually just roll 3d6 for my...
Usually ready for sneak attack is whatever the attack would have been, full damage, and then roll the attack again properly.
Okay,
So like if it
Double
would
the
have been,
dice, don't double the mod.
right, yeah, okay.
it's yeah. You,
I rolled a 6 on my die, and then... So that's like my main attack, and then for my sneak I just do that 2 more times, right?
What level are you?
I'm level...
5?
Technically we're all 5, but my character sheet is for level 4.
Well, I mean, so you can either do the 2d6 for sneak attack, because you do have advantage, and there are 2 people that are party members within melee distance of this person. So you do get your sneak attack bonus.
Right. So I guess I'm just wondering. I have my sword, which was 1d6, and then do I roll just a d6 2 more times?
So
so okay, you're just attacking with your main hand weapon, so you do a d6 plus your
dexterity.
dex mod. So that's going to
Oh,
be
okay.
9 with what you rolled.
Yes.
And then you can either, well, like usually the D&D rule is on a crit you roll the same damage again for free, but I find that that's lame because oftentimes you'll get like a 1. So then I also just give the person their max damage again, so you'd get another 6. So you would have dealt 15 damage.
Okay. So 6 plus 5 for my first, and then 6 again.
6 plus... Oh, your dex mod's 5. Yeah, exactly.
it's
So you
5.
would have dealt 11 plus 6, so you would have dealt 17.
Okay.
And then your
And then your 2d6 sneak attacks, yeah.
Okay.
So 17 plus whatever you get for your sneak
plus
attacks.
4, and then
It's
6
21,
again.
27 damage.
27.
This is my first time attacking with a melee weapon, so
Hey, that's a good one to
It's
do.
effective, apparently, yeah.
All right, so let's see. It was 27 points.
Mhm.
Okay. Equals. All right, so he did not like that at all. He's fine technically, but he is angry at you.
he's fine.
Well, fine is subjective.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, it is your turn.
Okay, so I sort of like catch my breath and get back to my feet, but I wasn't like prone, whatever. And I was like, "That's no way to treat a guest." And I begin waggling my fingers and muttering in some arcane language. And at the end, I like blow into my hands like I'm blowing like snow in somebody's face, and fog just starts like billowing out of my hands, and the whole room fills with this like super super dense fog, and you can't see anything like more than a foot in front of your face.
Okay.
And then I slink away from the giant, and I go to the nearest wall, and then I start circling my way around to where the door was, as far as I can go with my movement, which is only 25 feet.
Okay. All right. So everything's very foggy now.
Heavily obscured.
Yeah. You were the only one within 5 feet of him. So now he doesn't know where any of you are right this second.
It's good stuff.
And it is Nala's turn.
Okay, so I'm close to him, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and he's rather large. It's just there's an obscured sight.
Correct.
And I know I heard my little gnome friend skitter scatter his feet away.
Oh yeah.
Right, he wasn't obscured in any of that sense. So I'm going to take a step where the hill giant was when he ran past me, because I know at least where he ran past me to.
Mhm.
I'm gonna walk in that direction for 5 feet increments until I see the hill giant as best I can, or at least see the dense largeness of the form right there. And then I want to take 2 great axe attacks.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Uh, 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
Oh, that was 17 damage.
Okay. Let's see.
No, that doesn't make sense. Why is that not running damage?
Wait, what?
That's 7 points of slashing damage on the first attack.
Mhm.
And then the second attack is 25.
Oh dear. Okay.
And then I'll roll that damage again. 12 damage.
So altogether it was 7 plus 12, right? Like points
Yes.
of damage? Okay. Alright. So he is angry at you and a little bit woozy. And he's not terribly smart, so like he's got you in his sights and he can't see. He is just gonna hit you with his great club. Let's see. And he is going to use multi-attack, which is the
Okay.
giant makes 2 great club attacks. So the first one is 5 plus 8 is 13.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Okay. And the next one is 3 plus 8, which
Doesn't hit.
Okay. So he comes at you big, and he's just yelling. He's like, "Rah!" And he swings his club once to that, and it goes right to your, like, he swipes it and it goes over your head, and then he brings it back up and slams it down, and it lands right in front of your feet. But it doesn't actually
This
hit
great club attack is too hot.
you.
I spit
This
on him.
great club attack is too cold.
What's the third one, Matt?
Well, I'm not going to be there to find out.
So yeah, no, it's that was his whole turn. He sucks. So it is Rain's turn.
Okay. I'm going to hit him with chill touch.
Okay.
So 2d.
For the ones that are further away, are they at disadvantage for their attacks?
Only if it's a certain. Well, actually, yeah. Now that I think about
You
it,
kind of
I
have to
probably would.
homebrew it because basically the qualification of fog is that everybody is affected by blinded,
Yeah,
which means that they
they would
have disadvantage. But if you're attacking something that is blinded, you have advantage. So everybody has disadvantage on defending and advantage on attacking. So really nothing changes except for the fact that you have to like homebrew DM yourself what's realistic if they're attacking through the fog.
Okay.
Mechanically,
Okay,
everything
I-
cancels out.
Yeah, like when I was like seeing his form 5 feet from me, like that seems more realistic. But
I think
I'm
it's
just making
also more
sure.
realistic that he would be more visible than us because he's a giant.
True, 100%. Well, and I'm pretty large, so I mean, I should probably get paid for the same thing.
Fair.
Okay, did
Like 7'3" or something.
he stayed there though, right? Like I can still see him.
Yeah,
or-
yeah. He hasn't. He
Okay,
didn't.
okay.
Move.
Shit, I'll be right back. Sorry.
So I roll a 1.
Is that for the damage?
Yeah,
You did it. You killed him.
yeah, I kill him.
Killed him in one hit.
Wait, that's all he had left?
No.
I was gonna say, damn.
I'm just figuring out because some of my spells are like make a spell like a ranged attack, but this one is just like.
Hey, Miguel, what did you hit the hill giant with before? What was your sneak attack? It's like
My
29 or something.
short sword, but because I had a crit on my d6, I got to roll again, and then my sneak attack,
Yeah.
which is my rogue.
So
Okay,
altogether, it was 27.
Okay, 27.
Still
Okay, I'm
can't
just trying to
believe
keep
I
track
got
of hit points.
that.
Gotta say, I'm disappointed in the lack of 8-bit combat music.
I wish I had it. Like, we can't all,
The best of Dungeons and Dragons Dungeoneering playlist.
It was good
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I think that's what we had, right?
Might have been.
Matt, while you were gone, Rain hit this giant for 1
Like
damage.
8 million points. Oh! I bet he feels that.
Yeah.
Does that have any like effect on it or anything?
Yeah, he can't regain hit points until the start of my.
Cold
yeah,
touch
my
that bitch.
Okay. Well, he's dumb as shit and can't heal anyway, so it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, the real victory here is that he's cold now.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is Sori.
Me. I spend my turn looking for the door.
Okay. Yeah. You find it. It's on the other side. But it does not. Like, well, I mean, do you try to like open it or anything?
Yeah, is it have a handle or like what is it?
It's got nothing on it. Yeah, nothing handle. It's kind of like the first door where like if it's just a piece of wood on hinges.
Okay, I shoulder check it.
And it doesn't budge at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sit down in front of it.
Fair enough.
I can't take one more hit from that giant, so.
That's fine. Let's see. Nala, and it's your turn then.
Okay, and I see the hill giant like next to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do the 2 great axe swings again.
Okie dokie.
20.
Yeah.
Six points of slashing.
Okay.
Uh, 9.
No, that does not hit.
Okay.
Loser!
Okay, so you do 6 points of damage on that. He is still standing and looking, worse for wear, but definitely chilling. Let's see, and it is the giant's turn, and he was incensed at missing before, and he thinks to himself in giant, "There's no way I can miss twice in a row." So he goes back at you
Again.
for multi-attack. Yeah, well, right. Multi-attack at you. He rolls 10 plus 8.
That hits.
18, okay. And then 15 plus 8. So,
Yeah, those both hit.
yeah, so he is going to do 3 plus 12, so 15 points of damage.
Okay. I'm at 42.
Okay. And with that, how many rounds does Fog last, Matt?
That's a good question. It lasts an hour.
An hour? Okay, that's fine. That's probably for
So
the
that's like
best, to be honest.
600 turns or something.
Word. Okay. Well, then it is Rain's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do a weapon strike again. I rolled a 13 plus 5, so I hit.
That's a little presumptuous.
Well, you said earlier.
Yeah, it does hit.
Just wait for my next turn. We got shit to do.
So my first hit is 9, and then I'm gonna roll. Are you guys still around him? Or
I'm right next to him.
Yeah.
okay. So I'll roll for my sneak attack. So 5 and 2. 9 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2. No, that's wrong. It's just 9 plus 4 plus 2.
That's 15 points of damage.
Okay. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you.
Like a computer,
Yeah, I
like
know.
a calculator, like a calculator, like a calculator. I said cum, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was gross.
I want my turn.
All right, he is feeling a little woozy now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's really not feeling his best. He wants his stuffed animal back. He wants to go home.
From out of the fog. Wait, it's my turn, right?
Yes, it is your turn.
Okay. All of you hear, bad boys, go to bed without dinner! And the fog just, like, vanishes. And I cast sleep.
Sleep. Okay.
So, I'm gonna roll a whole bunch of dice, and if the number that I get at the end is higher than his current HP, he falls into a magical slumber,
Okay.
from which he can't awaken until I want him to, or later. Okay. So, 7, 14, whoa, 21, 25, 28, 35, 40. Does he have 40 or fewer HP?
He does actually.
Oh, buddy. So then he's asleep.
Yeah, he falls asleep. He tries to take one last swing at Nala, like as he's falling asleep. But it's very
I
hot.
kick it away with my boot.
Okay.
Your butt
so-
is wearing boots?
Well, this is a fantasy game, Matt. We
He's
can-
cheek.
So yeah, he is asleep on the ground, still holding his club and still growling at you in giant. It's probably some profanity and stuff like that.
I can understand it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is he saying?
He's saying like, it's just like one of those like old cartoons, like right, Friday, I'm gonna get you, and he's just asleep. He's just dreaming about fighting you again.
I pace across the room and I grab his stuffed animal and I drag it back over to him and I like put it in his arms as he's falling asleep and like tuck him in.
He smiles and like curls up, and like
I'm just squatting next to him with my great axe on my shoulder and just be like, can I just, the head, right? Just go choppy choppy.
yeah, you could.
I just gesture at the door, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna.
Okay. He won't awaken to like sound and stuff, right?
Nope.
And I would rather not have a sleeping giant behind us if we needed to like use this room in future uses. Is that a concentration?
It's a duration. The sleep thing, it's a duration, yeah.
Okay, it's duration. And then he only wakens if he's like attacked and like stuff like that.
The sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Yeah. So damage
Okay.
or jostling.
Okay, so as long as we're good on no one coming up behind us and waking him up and getting pinched, I'm cool with letting him go.
Okay. So you guys are gonna try that door again?
Yes, or
Okay.
I am.
Do you want to check it and then I'll do what I need to get it open?
You're like, no door can hold me.
Sure.
My ass and my ass boot wants to kick some more doors open.
Good.
Okay, so who's doing what?
We're all walking over to the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rain, I believe, is trying the same technique as earlier. Oh, I didn't try knocking.
Is that what you do?
Anyways, Rain is over at the door.
I'm just gonna try and push it.
Okay.
Right.
It does not budge.
Okay. Nala,
Before
you wanna
I
try
kick
her?
this thing, do you guys want to check for traps or magic or something?
I mean,
Oh, is it? You said it was the same material as the first room. So do we see like across the bricks like we did? Or?
No. You can't see anything
Oh.
past it.
like it's dark or there's mortar.
There's
Okay,
mortar.
then I do
Okay.
a spin kick and I just like kick it really hard.
Okay, roll a d4.
You yell wubba lubba dub dub, and
With,
size
with
of
all
your
the force
brain.
of Szechuan sauce. You
Oh.
kick the door.
oh
Yeah, you think I
That-
can't meme harder than you?
oh no, I know you can.
Yeah.
That's what deeply upsets me.
So roll that d4 for me.
Before we get bored.
Yeah. Roll 20 is just being slow as hell. It's not
No.
rolling.
No worries.
I got a 3.
Here,
Hope
I
you
got it in my other channel.
You gotta have dice.
You don't got
I mean,
to.
like down the line,
This is
it's a
20
fun experience.
21st century. Dice. This isn't
I got a 1.
one.
Oof.
You take 1 damage as you kick this door as hard as possible, and it doesn't budge at all.
Okay. The door we came through, is it still open?
Yeah, it is.
I run over to that door and I close it.
Okay.
Okay.
So that door's
I run
closed.
back. Yeah, I run
Okay.
back.
Okay. And I'm assuming
I
it
try that door again, just gently, like pushing it.
doesn't budge.
Okay.
If I search the hill giant, will he
Oh.
be disturbed?
He has to be jostled awake, so I assume if you're careful.
Yeah, you would have to make a sleight of hand check.
Then
Maybe let the
I'm
rogue do that.
going to suggest searching the hill giant.
Yeah, we both look at Rain and we're like, is there like a keyhole or anything?
No,
Let
nothing.
me look. No, okay. Oh, what if we use the giant's club to hit the door?
Oh,
I mean, hey.
Oh dear.
First,
Yes,
like
no.
in the wreckage of its train and the stuffed animal, like is anything unusual about any of the stuff?
You can roll a perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna do investigation actually, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
treating this like a crime scene.
No worries.
That's gonna be 21.
Okay. You look through the rubble in his train set. There is nothing of note in any of his belongings.
Okay.
The stuffed animal that he threw, just to save you some time, if you were to open it up, has nothing in it but stuffing.
Right.
So as far as you can tell, these things that he was using before have nothing to do with this exit.
Okay. I guess we could just kill him then.
Okay.
This is some like video game boss battle style where the door is like
Yeah.
tied to his life force, and we can cut off his head. And if not, I mean, it's always cool to be in the room when you cut somebody's head off.
So I'm going to ready my great axe over his neck.
That works.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think you need to roll for the attack or anything.
Oh, an execution! I love D.
Yeah.
It's so much
Um,
cleaner this way. Who wants to like shoot a goblin with an arrow when you can make it asleep and then just slice and dice?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't. I liked it in one episode. They turned it into a snail, like this like boss, and it just turned into a snail, and they just like crushed it. It was,
Nice.
like, GG.
I plug my ears and turn away.
Yeah, in this situation, you see it's this hill giant that you fought. He is sucking in his thumb and has the stuffed animal that Sori brought him after he fell asleep.
Do it!
Are you palpitating?
I
was going to be, but then my voice gave out.
I'm just gonna do a feral kind of like yell and just like not Goku level, but like Vegeta level. I'm just gonna be like and then just right off the head.
Okay. I'm assuming that you're like behind him.
No, I'm like parallel with where his shoulders are, right? That's where my left foot is on the down a little further, like in
Okay.
right we're in chopping range.
So you yell as you bring down your axe, and as you're yelling, he opens his eyes a little bit and is like, clearly scared. And that's the last thing he hears before you chop his whole head off. And there is no blood.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
There's no blood, but his head is cleanly separated from his shoulders. And the door that you were trying to open before just creaks open, like something was up against it before, and now it's not. Like it,
I throw the
Like it was
blood
based-
off my great axe onto the floor.
Oh, there's no blood.
no blood.
There's no gore at all. Just what is it like meat and bone?
I check
and
it for a belt.
Okay, it's not wearing a belt. It's wearing like a loincloth and these giant gross shoes.
Gotta love these giants who are just like, confident in their body enough to go out and guard a magical tower in just a loincloth.
Or too dumb to be self-conscious,
Well,
which I think is the case for this one.
alright.
I mean, it's
Or he's just
both.
Yeah, he's really maybe it's both.
I just sort of shrug and head to the...
Yeah, he's super dead anyway. So okay. At this point, you see when you open the door, you see a staircase, and the staircase seems to be going. It's definitely going up, but it's also going straight in front of you, which doesn't make a ton of sense because the way that the house was like it looked from the outside means that like it wouldn't go straight.
This should be like that backyard.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Right.
This shouldn't be any kind of staircase, and if it was a
Hey.
staircase, it would be going.
So I have an ability as a
Spiral.
barbarian as danger sense, and that I get an uncanny sense when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving me an edge to dodge away from danger. But am I getting any sense of this is out of place, like abnormally, or is this just like what I'm seeing? I may be playing with my senses, but I know it's still to be true.
So with that, you can like. Should that be like a perception check or something? Like I'm not sure.
I think
I
it
mean,
would
I'm
more
fine
just
with
be like,
that. Survival, anything.
or
Well-
give like advantage on like an illusion
Yeah.
problem or
So
something. Yeah.
there's no. You can see.
That this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Like you can see that like there's no way that this staircase, if there was a staircase, it should be like more contained within like what you would have assumed the shape of the building was in. This looks like it just juts out, 40 feet in front of you, which is like impossible from what you saw on the outside. In the middle of the staircase, like there are these steps, but there's also just a rope that goes just laying on the floor that goes all the way to the top, and you can't quite see to the top, but you can see that it does like kind of extend into where the light dims. And
Oh yeah, I had a question about this towery house thing. Are there like other entrances and windows and stuff like from the outside, or was it just this ground floor and then just like a tower,
just a ground floor and a tower. It
Okay.
seems to be very
and
simple.
then solid stone from the outside too?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah,
Like a leaning tower of Pisa.
sort of, yeah, but it's an upright tower of
I begin
Central.
ascending the tower.
Okay. You hear crunching as with every step you take, it seems like there is another step added to the staircase. So you walk probably about 10 to 15 feet before you realize you're not actually going anywhere. You're just, every time you take a step, another step is added into the staircase.
Okay.
I feel like things are altered here.
I made a really good drawing to explain the illogicalness of where the stairs would be, just so everybody's on board.
Yes, please do it.
There you go.
Mhm.
Thank you.
See how it doesn't make any sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it for sure should not be there. At least not in the shape that it clearly is.
Okay, so like I'm ascending, but okay. Are they getting further away from me? Like I'm still moving forward?
No, so you get about 5 feet away, and it stops being where like you move forward. It's almost like an escalator. Like you're walking
Right. Up a
and
down escalator.
Like it's like, but I mean it's exactly in tune with your steps. Like if you stop, the stair doesn't keep
It's still.
adding.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let these kids do something if they want. I start to just like investigate the rope.
It's just a Well, yeah, roll
Yeah, like a 15.
a 15. Okay, you can tell that if you pull on it, it's taut. Like it's clearly attached to something. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, other than that, it's just a regular rope.
I'm gonna give it a little tug. It's
Okay.
like it holds my weight. It doesn't like a yank on it a bit.
Yeah.
Like as if I was testing like a belay line kind of thing.
Yes. It does hold your weight, and you pull it a little bit, and it seems like the staircase is getting shorter.
Oh, buddy. I turn to the others and I say, "Hey, lend a hand!" And I start like tug of war, pulling myself up the stairs, or pulling the stairs up the tower.
Okay. Do you guys do the same thing?
Yes.
Like, do you help, or you just kind of let?
Yeah, I grab a big
Yeah.
handful of it and yank.
And yank. Okay, so you pull for a little bit, and then after a couple of seconds, out of the shadows comes this door frame that's attached to this this rope, and like the stairs are. It feels like they're just like melting away underneath the carpet. Like it feels like there's like there's this rug that goes up them, and it feels like the stairs are just kind of melting away, and not going anywhere. And then after not very long, you are within reaching distance of this door frame.
I turn over my shoulder and say, "Hey, anybody else want to give it a try? My luck's not been so great with the doors."
I hurt myself last time, so
Yeah. We both look at Rain.
You know, I can come up and pull.
Doormaster.
Okay, so you come up and you touch the door, and it just
You
swings right
explode.
open. Nope. Nope. Rain is the only one out of you that doesn't suck at doors, apparently. So yeah, she touched it. It opens just like the first two did. When when they could open. And there is a small staircase that kind of goes up a little bit, but it's just a normal staircase, and it is a lot more in tuned with the shape of the building, because it goes immediately to the left and up and curves leftward kind of into itself.
You're talking like Shadowfang Keep, that spiral staircase.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And then so you walk up. Well, that's what you see right now.
Yeah, I keep ascending.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all ascend, and then you get to a room.
Full of bees!
Oh, I wish it was some bees in here. That'd be cool. All right. So, if you look, I've marked it says stairs.
This is actually an original drawing of one of the first models of the light bulb. That's Edison. This is his original work. He wanted to put stairs on all the light
On
bulbs,
every
and
light
then
bulb, and his friend is
that other electricity guy, the one that killed
Tesla.
elephants.
Tesla
Yeah.
said, Edison, you can't put stairs on light bulbs, and Thomas Edison said, "Fuck you, Nikola," and that's your brief history lesson. So here you are in this room. You walk through. So immediately you see three giants. One is a frost giant, one is a fire giant,
Too cold. Too hot.
and one is a stone giant.
Just right.
The fire giant and the frost giant are sitting with their arms crossed and their legs crossed, and their heads are in their chest, and they are asleep. The stone giant, however, is hanging out, messing with some stones, clapping some stones together, just kind of, doing what he does. And at the end of the room, there is a corridor that extends past this. Again, doesn't make a ton of sense that this corridor would exist, but nevertheless, you can see that there is a shadowy corridor that's not very well lit, and that's all you know right now.
Alright.
So, so keep in mind, there's two giants that are asleep and one that is awake.
I cast Shield on myself preemptively because I saw how this went downstairs.
Okay.
And like a milky white glowing barrier covers my body briefly and then like fades to clear. And I have +5 AC.
Okay. Cool. Anybody else? Does anybody else want to do anything, or like?
I'm gonna go in stealth.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 plus 7, I think. Yes, so 12.
None of them are looking in our direction.
Not yet. I mean, there's a door behind you, and Nala's still got to do something. But yeah.
Where are you going with your stealth?
Just out of sight. But I can, if you ask, I can go and look around if you want.
Man, like, what's the game plan here? Because I'm like ready to rage. Like I'm getting angry already at what happened before.
The gnome has casted a protection spell on himself. The rogue has gone into stealth, and now it's your turn to do something for yourself. I guess is the plan that they've gone with.
You can rage if you want.
Okay, are we gonna try?
Yeah, you mean?
Are we gonna try and like fight these guys, or are we trying to just like get past them?
So what I would say is the giants that are asleep, they are significantly stronger than all the giants in this room. Really, are significantly stronger than the one you just fought.
Yeah, that would be something we know by living in the D&D universe. The giants are like hierarchized, and hill giants are like low.
But are we gonna try and get you guys in the room to hit the two sleeping before we go for the hill?
So, I mean, there is that stone giant in the middle. He's awake, and you also may know from this that hill giants speak common. I mean, stone giants speak common. You could try talking to him. You can try sneaking past him.
I'm a little annoyed because we straight up were told, hey, you gotta go visit this tower, and now there's just a bunch of shit to like hurt us in this tower.
Oh, don't be a baby. You gotta visit the house on the hill, but like what else were you gonna do? What were you even doing before any of this?
Okay. I'm gonna prep a spell that I will use as a reaction if combat emerges. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, so I have a spell on deck.
Okay.
And I step into view of the stone giant.
Okay.
I also prepare a spell.
While his attention's on the gnome, if there was any, but if any, his next notice will be on the gnome walking towards him. I want to slip behind the view, and I want to kind of position myself on his back, the other side by the fire giant, hopefully without notice.
Okay. So Sori or Rain, are you guys gonna be like saying anything to the stone giant, or like just kind of walking up to him, or?
I'm like walking up to within like 10 feet of him.
Okay. Well,
and just like waiting for him to see me, like clearly revealing myself.
Yeah. So he
like hands at the sides.
He definitely notices you, and he says, hey, how you doing? Do you want some rocks? And he stretches out his hand with some pebbles in it and tries to give them to you.
Okay, I take a couple steps forward and I reach out my hand and I take one pebble out of his hand and say, "Yes, thank you. Rocks are lovely. Don't you think?"
He says, "Yeah, those are pretty good. Those are some of my favorites. You hold on to those. They're really nice."
And so I say, "What is your name, good sir?" "Sorry, Pez here," and I bow.
My name's Grontho. Grontho. I'm just kind of hanging out.
And we were told to come to the house on the hill. Do you know why we would be sent here?
No, not really. I'm just here with my rocks and with my friends. They're asleep. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Okay. I glance over his shoulder into the weird milky, and I just sort of gesture and I say, "So, what's back there?"
"Oh, we don't go back there. We're not allowed back there. I just stay here with my rocks and with my friends. My friends don't really like any outsiders. And they are gonna wake up pretty soon."
Do you get a lot of outsiders here?
Oh, every so often, once or twice. My my memory's a little fuzzy, but I think that we've seen some people before.
Me too. Rothpo. What was your name?
Grontho.
Grontho. Grontho. Yeah, my memory's a little fuzzy too. That's actually why we're here. I'm
That's
kind
okay.
of trying to.
You're among friends here. Do you want some pebbles?
Sure. Thank you.
He
I take
reaches
another
out and
pebble.
gives you some of his precious pebbles. He loves them
Oh.
so much.
Great.
But he likes you and he trusts you and he wants you to have them.
All right. I ask him. I say, "Hey, Grontho, if my friends, no, if I were planning on going in the dark place, do you think that would be okay? Can I just take a peek? Do you think? I know you're not allowed, but
He thinks to himself a little bit and he says, "Well, I don't think that I would have a problem with it. I mean, you gotta ask the top dog though, the ones in charge. I don't really make any decisions." And
who's that? No, I was gonna say who's the ones in charge.
he just says, all right, so
No, yeah. If something's happening, that's fine.
yeah, so as he's saying stuff like that, and he talks about like going back into that shadowy area, the fire giant and the frost giant both wake up.
I immediately go as my bonus action rage, and while the fire giant is prone, I'm going to double attack him.
Holy goddamn!
Okay.
This is gonna get bloody really fast.
So Grontho says, "Oh, well, I would."
And I've been like training over this guy as this like stone giant has been increasingly shown that these guys are going to be hostile.
I mean, I speak giant. Maybe we could have worked something out, but I don't think that's really on the table anymore.
Wait.
No,
What's your
wait.
damage roll?
Hold on, DM. Hold on, DM.
Yeah,
The spell that I prepared
giant.
was hold person, and I cast it not on the giant. I cast it on Nala when I see her swinging her axe.
Word.
So wisdom saving throw, please. That's what a wisdom saving throw sounds like.
18.
18 versus mine is 8 plus 3 plus 5 is 18. Meets it, beats it. Damn. Okay, you're not held.
Okay, I'm gonna dash over to Nala. Do I have time to do this? Like, is this
So yeah, Nala just straight up continues. Well, she just continues her
Yeah,
action then, because
don't
I didn't
know.
stop her.
I don't know
No,
if
but
anybody's
I'm rage. Like I don't know if it's gonna be hard if even hold person were to hold me.
Yeah, I don't think that that anybody's gonna be able to get there in time. To be honest.
But like that, like what I'm gonna do is that was the spell I had ready when.
Oh yeah, you did. You had one too. Go for it.
So I'm gonna dash over, and I'm gonna use Dimension Door, and we're just gonna Dimension Door back to where we were downstairs.
Okay. So you're all back downstairs.
And I like see the
Yeah.
hands pulling me, and I'm like, "Huh?" And I kind of like let go of my momentum in my swing.
As long as we're 5 feet from each other, it works.
Okay. So that means Matt is still
Okay,
upstairs.
I was gonna say, yeah, you two are gone.
Yeah, exactly.
You can bring one willing creature.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, when willing. Shit.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
I would say I'm willing because you're my
Yeah.
teammate. I wouldn't say I would like fight against it. I just would be confused,
Okay.
but I wouldn't be hostile to it.
Okay.
yeah, so that would be fine. You basically would feel like magic coming from rain, and if you rejected it, then you could, but otherwise you're gonna get sucked up.
So yeah, I ran over and I was like, "Wait!" as my verbal component, and then yeah.
Okay, so those two vanished from the room, and I'm just up here with the buddy.
Yeah, and I think
I kind of first I like hold out my hands like whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, and I'm like, just to be clear, I don't know those two. I'm just here for the tower,
so.
the house on the hill.
So the frost giant and the fire giant are, sorry, what is it? Is it a molten giant? Fire giant. I'm really right. They are immediately angry, and the person that made them angry is gone. But you are still here, and you are not one of the 3 that was here when they fell asleep. So they're mad at you.
I am obviously running back upstairs.
Yes.
I hate you all.
So, and Grontho is speaking to them in Giant. They don't speak Common, but they do speak Giant.
Well, in the teleport, could I have been even thought of the decision on the spell with it being raging?
I
The
mean,
mindless barbarian?
I would say yes. Like, it's not.
I guess I'm like I can't really focus myself against magic that well, so
Yeah,
I'll
and
let
like,
it
I
go.
mean,
Well, I mean, like the way it would probably go down is like Rain jumps up, a magical door appears in the air, and she like grabs your wrist and goes to pull you in, and basically you either go with her or you say like fuck this and stay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I would say any decision. I think I would just keep swinging.
then what would happen probably is.
You could do like a strength check.
Yeah.
Yeah, would Rain pull you through or not?
Well, it wouldn't even be a strength check. Like, it depends on where the door is placed. Like, if I put the door below you, like, or directly below
Ooh.
you, like.
Yeah, I think that would be the best way of saying it because then I would have fallen into it. But then you want to just make sure you're not like below my axe. Well, no, I guess I'd be swinging like sideways or. Well, no, I'd be swinging down.
I mean, like,
Okay.
I think that
So
it's.
maybe I'm alone downstairs.
So just
No, I mean,
open
what
the
I'll
door
say.
and take me with you with behind my ankle.
Yeah, I think like you fell through it. Let's say it opened on the door or whatever. That
And
works.
you grab me by the ankle and you pull me in.
Sure.
Okay. So.
So what are these two babies
Grontho,
doing?
yeah, they're really angry, and Grontho is kind of like talking to them.
What's he saying?
Well, he speaks Giant. Do you speak
So-
Giant?
I do speak giant.
You do? Okay. So Grontho is like, hey, I don't think we need to get any kind of complications going on. I think we all just need to calm down. And, kind of think about things rationally. We have these new friends. We don't know who they are. This one's got a handful of my pebbles, which if we're going to kill them, I do want them back.
I'm like holding them up to like show them like, look, see, we get along great, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like them good enough. I don't want, I just like my rocks and my pebbles and to make a nice friend every once in a couple 100 years is very nice for me. So I don't mind. But then again, that one lady was swinging with a big axe and she did disappear. So I'm not 100% sure where I stand personally. But I can see why you'd be upset. But maybe we should slow down a little bit.
I like nervously
a
pat my
mirage.
hand.
And the fire giant is like, no. I saw somebody with an axe trying to kill me, trying to kill my whole head off with one hit, and somebody's gotta die. And the frost giant's like, yeah, I think I'm with my old hothead over here. I think I'm a little sick and tired of these people with the axes and their knives and their spells and whatnot.
It's rabbit season.
I
at that
like
point-
pat my hands nervously on my robes, and I'm like, I have none of the aforementioned. I'm just a humble gnome, here to inquire about your tower. And
And
who
frost
might you
giant
be?
He said, yeah, well, I don't really like gnomes. And the molten giant says, yeah, I don't really like gnomes either. I never liked gnomes. I never liked spells. You seem to be both of those things, a spell gnome of some sort. And I think we're just gonna eat you up, gobble you up for dinner. I mean, at this
Okay.
point, have
And I've like pushed off Rain, and I am just running up those stairs.
yeah, I think you guys are probably already back by now.
Mhm.
Can I cast a spell before combat starts?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think they're like getting ready. Like they think it's gonna be like pretty simple. Like getting knocked
It
out and
might.
go back to bed.
I just mutter something under my breath and vanish. I'm invisible.
Vanish, invisible. Okay,
Completely invisible.
okay. And Grontho is like, where'd he go? Where's my pebbles? And
And I start creeping toward the dark area.
okay.
Damn, I would have done so much damage.
You would have gotten killed in one hit. I promise you. So, Nala and Rain. What?
Bursting back into the room to help, and I'm just
Yeah,
fucking
and
gone.
so
Yeah.
Sori is gone. You see no trace of him, and you look over at the giants, and they seem just as confused as you a little bit. And so the molten giant's like, well, our little Nomi friend seems to have vanished, but you know what the hey? I got a half elf here. I got a some other sort of thing. I'm gonna eat y'all up. Y'all are rude. You're rude for coming in my house with a blade of any kind, and you're rude.
Do giants count as humanoids? Probably not. But
Yeah,
probably
they
like
do.
giants.
I think so.
Giant is like their thing, yeah, giant.
Oh, okay.
Like if it's for your preferred kill or whatever.
No, it's for a spell.
Which spell?
Charm person.
Uh,
Do you speak giant?
You attempt to charm a humanoid, you can see.
for spell purposes, is there a difference between giants and humanoids? Yeah. Charm monster and charm person are different spells. So charm person is a lower level spell. Charm monster is higher level.
Okay.
Technically, but that can be up to Terra.
Yeah, I'm not gonna allow it. And even if you could, it would be the other one would still be raring to go, and they're both challenge level 13. So
Well, it was nice knowing y'all.
well, so is that kind of gonna be your you're just gonna accept the fate and get
No, I'm I'm thinking.
okay.
Are we like at the door? Are we in the room?
So I'll just to make it simpler, and something that I had already planned on having. You walk into the room with your back to the door, and there's no sound or anything, but you turn around and the door is gone. There is no door anymore where you walked in.
Like back in the room, like.
Right, so like the staircase that you guys walked up and into that room, that door is gone.
Okay.
So you are now in this room.
Yes.
With these three giants, and you can either fight them or do something else.
Yeah, we're gonna do something else. Or I'm gonna run for the shadow bit.
Okay. Nala, are you gonna try to fight him, or are you gonna walk back?
Okay, so I'm behind me is the stairway door, right?
Doors
No,
So
open.
that's
this is
gone
here.
though, but I mean that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And the only one that's near me is the ice giant.
Yes.
Can I like in my rage just run past him to the dark area?
And then
And I'm raging as a bear totem, so I get half damage on everything. I also have advantage on strength checks.
You may be muted, Terra, or your
Shit,
computer.
my bad. Yeah,
oh,
no.
there you go.
I think that what I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll let you do that, but I think that I take he would take
Opportunity.
an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah.
So he rolls a 14 plus.
That's my armor class.
Oh, it is okay. So plus anything, he
Peace.
hits, and he hits you. Let's take he is going to do. I mean, 10, 12, 9.
Do you want the total of those three numbers,
Yeah,
or was that
please.
counting up? Oh, that's 31.
31.
So I take 15 damage. And
plus,
as a
plus 6, so 18 points of damage.
no, say that again.
It
It was 37.
was
so
those.
Oh, it's 37. Okay, so I take 18. Yeah.
Well, so it's those three numbers plus 6. So it is. 40...
yeah, but she takes that. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that was 37.
Right. Okay.
31 plus 6. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. 37.
So that's I take half damage on that, and that's 18.
Twit.
And as a reaction, I'm going to do my Rachel trait of Stone's Endurance. It lets me roll a d12 as a reaction and add my Constitution mod for HP regen.
Can you do a reaction to an opportunity?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go for it.
It's when you take damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, reactions can only be used outside your turn.
That's fine.
It's 10 HP.
It's a what?
I got 10 HP.
10 HP? Okay, so it hits you for like what? 6?
8.
Or 8? Yeah. Okay, so altogether it hits you for 18, and then you get 10 back or something.
Yeah,
And you're running back towards that shadowy area, right?
exactly.
Okay. So right now, you two are back towards that shadowy area, and you hear these big footsteps walking towards you from the shadow. And so you kind of stop in your tracks because it's like you hear these giant, for lack of a better word, giant thuds coming from the shadowy corridor that you were about to run and escape into. And so you hear boom, 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 and out of the shadows steps our good friend.
Yo, Steps, a giant with billowing white wispy hair and like a crazy looking beard, wearing the same cool, which is totally in the season purple robes with the gold stars. But now he's huge and he's a giant.
He is a cloud giant named Zephyros. He comes stomping out past you two and faces the three giants out front. And so now, like, you are now standing behind a cloud giant.
I grab Nala and I put her on my shoulder
Okay.
and wink.
Okay. Oh, that's cute.
I mean,
Okay.
I in my rage.
Okay.
That's alright. You can be ragey on my shoulder. I'm big.
That's adorable. I love it. So
No,
much.
I mean with rage, I'm pretty like I'm gonna fight. Like that's just barbarians.
Do you want me to like throw you at them?
No. I'm calmed down now. I have rage.
Yeah, please don't throw this relatively fragile person at these giants. So, okay. So besides that, you guys are in this room. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna step, or I guess that's where I'm at already, but I'm gonna hide behind this giant's foot.
Oh, sure.
Okay. And Zephyros, are you in a fighting mood, or you want to try to make like a, try to persuade?
I
them to
say, brothers, please. This isn't gonna be my voice when we do. I'm like, brothers, please, we must calm down. Something's not right about this whole situation.
And the fire giant says, "Oh, Zephy, you and your holier than thou, and with your purple robes and your stars on them. You always think you're better than us, but you know what?
Is that the one that lets you astral project onto the astral plane on
that?
What?
interaction?
Wait,
That
what?
starry robe. Is that magic item?
Oh no, they're just robes. I just
Okay.
like the way they
I was gonna
look.
say I know a magic
My
item
mom-
that's wondrous. That's just like that.
Oh, nice. Maybe.
So yeah, and then the ice giant's like, yeah, I don't really like your attitude or your tone right now. And Grontho says, guys, I really think we should just all calm down here. I've got pebbles for all of you.
So I hold out a hand, and they all have to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. Do you want to do one for each?
They have to make Constitution saving throws
All right. So
because they have
let's do-
different mods, probably.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right. Let's just do left to right. Frost giant got 14 plus 5. Stone giant got 2 plus 5, so 7. And The other one, the Molten Giant, got 3 plus 6, so 9.
They have to beat. Sorry, did any of them beat at 19? One of them met it,
yeah,
right?
met it. Yeah, the Frost
Okay,
Giant
so
met it.
so the Frost Giant is gonna take. I'm just gonna. I gotta do it on like a dice roller because it's too much.
Half damage. Okay.
It's gonna be. He's gonna take 24 damage, and the other two are gonna take 59 damage.
Okay. And what's the
Oh no, sorry, 30. Wait. Yeah, he's gonna take 29 damage,
What
and
kind
the
of
other take
damage?
59. Frost damage. And out of my hand, this like huge swirl of wind and mist and fog and snow comes blasting out, and it like slams into the three of them, and like they slide back a couple feet. And I say, "Brothers, the ordning does not concern the lesser races. Leave them alone."
the Frost Giant has a damage immunity to cold. So I'm pretty sure that means that it doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so he is unfazed. Let's see, and how much damage was it?
59.
59. The
Yeah.
hang on,
Yeah.
I'm doing some. The Fire Giant takes, I'm gonna say 118 damage.
Oh, okay.
So he is bloodied, I suppose.
Mhm.
Yeah, what did I say it was? 118?
Yep.
Okay. The Stone Giant is going to take, I'm going to say 118 on that one too.
I'm not gonna argue.
I mean, you can if you want. I
Oh, no.
think that I'm going with Pokemon weaknesses here, because like if Frost gets a resistance like that, and then
Yeah.
these other ones should get should at least compensate for that damage, in my opinion, because like otherwise we're gonna have a real sticky situation on our hands.
Sure.
So the Fire Giant they both take that, and then Frost is fine, so he is undamaged. The Frost Giant laughs and says, "You two were never very, very fortuitous or very, I mean, well, strong, I guess. I mean, you guys have always been kind of crybabies. Like, you know, that big attack, it didn't do nothing to me. I'm fine. I'm feeling good. Look at you, Stony. You're almost completely unconscious." And Gronthos says, "Hey, please don't hit me with anything like that again. I am pretty sure I will die if you do anything more to me." And the fire guy is just angry at you, and he doesn't say anything. He just yells and charges. And I guess with that, what we're gonna do is roll initiative. Should we do that? Is that a thing we should do?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
12.
Okay.
Uh, 15.
Okay. So we got.
What was the Cloud Giant doing in all this time?
The
Buddy.
Cloud Giant is the little.
They
ninja
don't
game.
know that?
I think. Don't they? Oh, man, I guess not.
Well, now they do.
Oh, damn. I suck. I really am so terrible at this game. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Yeah, the Cloud Giant, like, is like a giant version of the gnome that you came in with, basically. But,
I had like assumed, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And then And then we got 16, 3, 11. Perfect. All right. So up first is Zephyros. I guess you're the one who gets to go now.
Oh shit, that's me.
Yeah.
What did I see through the fog?
Through the fog.
Like
Oh,
through the mist shit in the back.
so in the back you had. Oh fuck! I'm so bad at this. You ran back in the back and you saw. Fuck. A reminder of who you really were.
All right. Okay. I had like a flashback montage.
Yeah. And you.
But I mean, like, was it a place, like a physical place? Like, is that
Yeah,
a way
it's
out?
no,
Like,
it's a. I mean,
it's just like a room.
when you go back there, it's the Cloud Giant's chambers.
Okay.
It's like a place that
It's like being
you
in my bedroom.
recognize as like your study. Yeah.
All right. So I turn to these two and I say, "Please, my brothers are confused and cruel, but we must get you out of here safely." And I like gesture towards the back, and for my action, I cast Wall of Force, and an invisible wall of force springs into existence.
Okay.
So the air like shimmers slightly, and a how wide would you say this opening is for the dark place?
Probably about like 15, 20 feet.
Okay. Then
I'm behind the. I'm in the
Oh, yeah.
corridor, right?
Yeah, you're both behind the Cloud Giant that's in this.
yeah, it's invisible, I guess, so it doesn't really mean much. But I create a quarter-inch thick force field wall in front of all of us, so like penning us into this shadowy area, slightly curved, just like 20 feet long.
Okay.
So you can sort of tell that I cast something that air shimmers for a second, but that's it.
The other 3 giants like immediately know what you did just now. Like they see it. Like they saw the shimmer, and like some of them have that that spell. Specifically, like they've seen it happen before. Anyway.
Sure.
So the fire giant, like had stood up and was like ready to like duke it out, but he's like visibly relieved that you guys are leaving, and he like kind of sits back down, like topples back, and like kind of just breathes. The stone giant Grontho is crying in the corner, and he's like, "I don't know what I did. I'm just trying to give him my pebbles." And then the frost giant says, "You can't run forever, Zephy. We know where you're going. We know what you're trying to do. It's not gonna work. You're gonna be, just wait till we see you next time." And I mean, I guess you guys can either just chill there or go back in the corridor or what.
I'm gonna just look up at the giant and be like, "Save us, please."
I'm not sure I can. There's something strange about this, and I don't even know what's going on. Like I say that, I'm not actually.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like, okay,
I say like, go through the fog and tell me what you see,
okay, so Nika.
because it didn't make
Yeah.
sense to me.
Okay.
All right, so you go through that fog, and you see a firelit study. It's got like a bed. It's got desks. It's got books of all sorts of things. And there's a door in the back of the room, and you can, now that you're through this corridor and back into this area, you can kind of hear like a soft sobbing. coming from somewhere distant. It's like it's hard to hear, but still definitely audible. Um, and in this room is like, it's just got like the Cloud Giant's things in it. Like it's I'm trying to think of how to explain it. Like it's
Oh, so they see my room too?
yeah, they do.
Oh,
It's
okay.
this
That's
place
not
is
helpful then.
um oh, sorry.
No, I mean to get them out of here. It's not helpful.
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, no, there's the only difference is that there is a door in the back of this room where there isn't in your actual room. Or maybe there is a door in your actual room. I don't know. I've never seen it.
No, my room doesn't have doors. I prefer curtains, and that's not actually a joke.
That's fair. Well, anyway, so you are in this room. There's a bunch of books you could look at. There's a chest with some stuff in it. There's like a little section with armor and weapons.
I keep like half an eye on the guys in the other room, but I like go into the room with them, and I notice the doors out of place, and I sort of gesture at it.
One thing I would say is like the giants that you just kind of were talking to, like they were gonna fight, but they knew pretty well after that first attack, like it was not looking good for any of them really. And like the two giants, the stone and fire giants, were like one hit off of being dead from anybody in the party.
Okay.
And the frost giant was full health, but he couldn't take you by himself. Yeah, it's pretty much guaranteed that he would have lost that fight. But so they're not like chasing you guys. Like they don't want really any part of this going on because they know they're outclassed by this cloud giant. So yeah, you don't have to worry about like them.
For now.
Yeah, for now you don't have to worry about them like chasing up after you. Rolling up with the goon squad.
Yeah, they're just licking their wounds.
Pretty much, yeah. Like like I said, the fire giant was like he was gonna duke it out, but he is so fucking glad he put up that force wall.
I totally imagine it like the Hades thing in Hercules, where he's all flaming like on fire, and then just like then his hair goes out, and then he's like,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like you can tell, like they were posturing pretty hard. Like they really wanted to like make it seem like they were tough, but they had not very much in it. Especially the stone giant, who was just a softie. I can't believe you did that to Grontho, the beloved stone giant.
I don't choose my 60-foot cone of cold.
Well,
it's targets.
What's
it's
fucked
cold.
up is that you murdered the shit out of Grontho, but
He's still alive.
Frost giant, yeah, he's fine, and he's gonna be fine. But he is very scared, and now he has like trust issues. So,
Good.
just kind of keep that in mind as you continue your journey. But yeah, so I mean, like you guys feel free to like look around the room or just go through that door at the end. Like it's.
Okay, I look up to the giant. I'm like, hey, what's your name?
I scratch my head, and he's like, I think they called me Zephyros outside,
Zephyros.
right?
Okay, so you're...
But I'm not sure who that is.
You're like also the Sorry Pez that we were with?
And he like scratches his head again. Sorry, Pez. Maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. Sounds familiar.
And you're also confused? Like, we
Yeah,
woke up in the
buddy.
room, we got out, we were told to come in this tower, and then things have just been so weird. People have been so mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, buddy. I'm got a level with you. I'm confused most of the time.
Okay.
But so this is a new level of confusion. I'll give you that. But yeah, I'm not the one to go to seek like solace and clear understanding.
Okay.
But,
Fair
I mean,
enough.
we can hang out
Thanks.
here, I guess.
Thanks for saving us, though.
Yeah. Nah, those guys, they're all talk, you know? Those casts of giants, they ain't got shit. Just glad there's no storm giants. And I like to nervously look around.
When you say that, the crying upstairs, like it happens again. Like it's more of that large voice crying in the distance.
Oh wait, that's coming from like in the building?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I go to that door and I open it.
You open it, and it opens without really any
Nice.
trouble. And as you open it, just like in the beginning when you took that brick out of the wall, the sound that you hear coming, from beyond it gets louder instantly. Like you can tell that whatever is making that crying sound was on the other side of that door.
I don't want to like totally burst your bubble, but you do know that's also how sound works in real life, not just weird magical scenarios.
Yes, no, I'm
Okay.
Thanks, Bill Nye, for telling me how ears and shit work.
I'm just trying to help.
I appreciate it. Next time, do it in a way that is actually helpful. Like every other step of the way when you just kind of let me do bullshit and it sounds so dumb. And,
When was that?
The entire time we did this.
You sound great.
Thank you.
I say, hey, if we don't have any other answers, might as well keep going up, right?
Literally, yep.
And I continue. Is it like giant sized?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can fit through it for sure.
Alrighty. I continue.
Everything in here is giant sized.
Nice.
I guess I turn back to Noah and I ask her, like, are you alright? Are you okay? Do you forgive me for ruining your moment?
I'm just wounded, just being like, oh, I just want to fight.
Okay. Are you okay with moving on? Is there something you wanted from this room?
Unless you guys want to heal me, I am good to go.
Not the kind of giant. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, no. Let
Maybe
me look
me
at
and
my
that kind of
inventory.
work.
I have a herbalism kit. Do I have anything in there?
I don't know. Do you?
Here's some.
Everything that you had in the last time you remember looking through your stuff, you still have all that stuff.
Can I drink my potion of healing?
Sure.
It heals you so good.
Oh, it's the most healingest potion you've ever had. The choicest the most dank healing potion you ever swilled, and it restores 1 billion points of healing to you.
Damn.
Yeah, you're feeling real good.
Can we nerf the healing potions, please? I feel like they're really reassigning the meta, and I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the next patch.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So are you guys hanging out here and just like drinking potions, or are you guys gonna go upstairs, or what?
There's like a voice crying, like what voice? Is it like a soft like, or is it like a bawling?
A deep like bellowing. Yeah, he. You can tell it's like a bawling kind of sound. Just whoever is making that sound is clearly distraught. So. And then I should also say it's like you hear much softer, like what sounds like the same person saying something, but you can't make anything out. Like it's you don't know if they're talking to themselves or to another person, but the same voice you think is saying words that aren't intelligible.
Okay, so I start to ascend, and I turn to Rain, and I'm like, you told you to come to this house?
Yeah, like we were in this random weird village. All the merchants were like, "Hey, go to the creepy house."
Man, you shouldn't listen to
Yeah,
weird, creepy merchants until you go to a house.
Well, it was just
usually
grass.
first.
Like everywhere was grass for as far as the eye could see.
Is this better than hanging out in a field? Maybe.
Definitely not.
It might be. It might be if we get to the top and we're
But yes,
rewarded with some kind of great, valuable insight and material wealth beyond our wildest dreams.
Maybe
I hope,
maybe this
but,
is
Fingers crossed!
yeah. You never know. Life is like a box of chocolates, as Fantasy Forrest Gump said.
Oh. Gorist Fump,
Yeah.
the troll warlord.
All right. Are you
He
guys...
ran across Faerun just to slaughter everyone in his path. Yeah, I keep ascending.
Okay. You guys go up the stairs. It's not a particularly wide staircase. It's very narrow, and it goes on for quite a bit. Like you feel like you are pretty fatigued by the time you get to the very top.
I turn to Rain and I say, I'm pretty fatigued. That was a long staircase.
Yeah, by the time we got to the top of the staircase, I feel like I was, it's not a very wide staircase, but it was very long
Okay.
upwards. But you do get to a door, and the higher up you climb, the louder that sobbing gets, and you can kind of make out some of the words that this person is saying in between their sobs, and you hear them say, "I'm not gonna let them do it. I'm not gonna let them take it. I deserve this. I earned this. Like, this is mine." And then a little bit of silence, and then he goes back to sobbing for a little bit, and then you kind of hear him repeat that once or twice, like things to that effect.
Kind of like delirious, like panic
So,
attacky
yeah,
muttering.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I like peek in without like just opening the door and being like, "Sup?"
Yeah, you can open the door a little bit.
All right.
Without him noticing. And inside you see a storm giant pacing his own study, which looks similar to yours but larger.
Stormier.
Yeah, much stormier. There's a lot of precipitation going on that wasn't going on in your area. And yeah, so he is dressed like in this giant chainmail. His eyes are blue with what looks like electricity coming off of him, and his hands have electricity coming off him. He's very angry, you can tell, and you see him like saying, muttering something softly to himself, and then he swings his axe at this table that has all these like candles and stuff on it, and he just like obliterates that table. Like, everything's on the floor with a very loud crash, and then he sits down facing the mess he just made and starts sobbing again.
I turn to Rain and Nala and I'm like, I don't know what you're here for, but if anybody's in charge here, it's that guy.
Yeah, you sort of seem like the most suited person for the job.
Yeah, but it's just I don't, it's not really my place. He seems maybe we could come back later.
As you're saying that, the door flies open, and a gust of wind pushes all three of you into the room.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you hear the storm giant say, Zephyros, have you finally come to do it? Have you finally worked up the courage to try to take my throne?
I'm like, whoa. How do you? What? I'm not here to take anybody's throne.
What do you think? I'm stupid? Do you think me, Strongest the giant, is dumb, Zephyros? You think that old Strongest, the world's most mighty storm giant, doesn't know exactly
Zephyros
what
the
you're doing?
second strongest. Just, I don't. We mean you no harm. We're simply confused travelers seeking answers in your humble abode.
He laughs and he says, "You must think I'm really stupid. Like, you can't tell me that you haven't wanted my place at the top of the ordering ever since, like, you were put as number 2. I know that all of you and all the lesser giants are banding together. I heard you talking to the frost and the fire giants and the stone giants, and I heard you, muttering whatever betrayals you were doing, and I know what your plan really is." And as he's saying this, his eyes are glowing more brightly with that blue electricity, and there's like a wind whipping up in this room.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for stealth.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for stealth then.
I rolled a 12.
He's got a passive perception of 19.
Yeah. He has X-ray vision.
Yeah, so
I I'm gonna cast sleep on him, and
Okay.
I'm assuming he has more than 46 hit points.
He does. He does have more than 46.
So I don't say naughty boys go to
Okay.
bed without dinner, but I just waggle and cast and blow some pixie dust and sort of hope for the best.
And that hope is immediately dashed as it looks like he goes into, like, just this almost like a berserker rage. Like, he is absolutely ready to go.
Heidi.
Yeah. He does not like that you just try to cast this thing, or that you try to go into stealth, because he knows that you and your giant friend and the half elf that you're with, and everybody involved is up to some shady shit. He knows.
I'm
for a
just sitting
fact-
there with my axe
No,
on
no,
my
no, no, no,
shoulder, just
You're
like,
with them. You are the enemy. You, as far as he's concerned, every single person in this castle will die before he gives up the crown. And with that, we roll initiation.
I don't
I
want to
really
have a
want-
high initiation. 17.
3.
Stop it, guys. Somebody else go first.
Well, he rolled a nat 20, so
And what does he do?
well, I need to know the order of everybody else first.
Oh, it's him, me, Nala, Rain.
Oh, is it on the Discord? I wasn't looking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he, looking at you, Zephyros, the first thing he does is, he's gonna go ahead and do a, oh, no, not that one.
I mean,
He
how much
is,
HP do you have anyways? I'm just gonna one-shot you.
who?
Me, I guess.
Keebler
Yeah.
elf.
Everyone.
No, you.
Do I have my full...
Yes, you are like
HP?
a full-blown cloud giant. You have 200 hit points.
Oh, never mind. That's
We do hit pretty hard.
Yes, you do. So he is going to throw a rock at you, Matt.
Oh.
Like, the first thing he's gonna do, he's gonna get real mad. Actually, no, he's not. I forgot he could use spells. So he is going to use control weather, and immediately make it rain inside of his
Make it rain.
bedroom for dramatic effect, because he is not only very distraught, he is also very confident in his strength. So he's going to conjure up this storm cloud in his bedroom.
Okay.
And he laughs at you and says, "Come at me, Zephyros. Do you even
Okay.
lift, bro?"
I'm gonna also cast Control Weather.
Okay.
And let's do like a spellcasting versus spellcasting.
That's the funniest fucking thing. Oh, I hope it works.
So
Well, how do I know what my spellcasting is? Arcana?
it would be the same whatever plus you have to Arcana. Yeah.
Well,
It's your int modifier.
int modifier. Okay. 5 plus int modifier 3.
Oh, buddy. Yeah. Okay. I got a 23.
Okay.
So I yank control of the weather away from his control weather spell with my control weather spell, and I control the weather. And I
What do you do?
make it cloudy, but I make the rain stop.
Okay. I think it would have been funny if you made it sunny in the room, just kind of like a fuck you. But
Am I, do I look like a sun giant to you?
no, yeah, I get what you're doing. I'm just saying. Anyway, so it is now. The rain has stopped. The storm has stopped.
Fluffy ass white clouds.
There
We're not
is-
talking like storm clouds.
There are
Cumulonimbus.
alto-cumulus,
Yeah.
clouds just bubbling up. Cloud's so thick you swear you could take a bite out of him. And
But I don't.
And Strongest the giant is angry at you for taking away his cool storm effect. He really wanted that one to keep going. So yeah, all right. It's Nala's turn, I guess.
And what exactly is this thing?
It is a storm giant. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
Highest
going
tier.
to sit back and throw a javelin at it.
okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
How far away am I?
You are, I would say, probably about 30 feet away.
Okay, 19.
19. That will do it.
Seven points of piercing damage.
Oh, 7.
So it 7 points. Okay, hang on. Let me
I hope you have like 35 of those javelins, by the way.
4. I got 2 hand axes.
Okay.
I got a spear.
We'll use those when we get there.
All right, so he gets hit by your javelin, and without breaking eye contact with you, pulls it out of his body and throws it to the ground, and laughs at you.
I laugh back.
He's like, "Ugh," and you're just like,
All right, cool. And so it is Rain's turn.
you got this,
I'm
Rain.
gonna hold my turn.
You're gonna
Guys.
hold your turn. Okay.
Guys.
Well, then we are back to Strongest. The Storm Giant.
As if we were gonna live another turn. What are you holding it for? Until when?
I was hoping like you'd save us or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna try, but he's outranks me.
He laughs to himself a bit, and he charges to Zephyros and does a multi-attack with his greatsword. So he first roll is 15 plus 14, 34. No, that's not right. 16 plus 14, so just 30.
And my AC is only 14 because I'm wearing robes.
Okay, yeah, so he definitely hits on that one. And then I'm just going to roll both attack rolls now. You said your AC is 14?
Oh yeah,
Oh, so I can roll a 0 and still
Yeah.
hit you. Okay.
you're fine. Just hit me.
Alright, so he... Greatsword. Fuck me. 1, 1, 4, 2,
Buddy, what?
1.
What?
Do you have paper swords?
No, just shit luck. 3. What's that?
11?
Plus 9?
20?
Okay, so he hits you for 20, and then let's do it one more time. 3, 6, 3, 1, 2. Is that 6? Or is that 5?
Don't know.
I'm gonna say it's 6.
Plus 9?
Yeah, plus 9.
24. So 45 damage.
45 damage, okay.
Or 44 damage. Okay. I get hit with the sword, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah, that's right. And
And-
his Strongest looks at you like, yeah, bitch. Hell yeah, bitch. I know exactly what I'm doing.
I like grab some of the clouds near me, and I form them like cotton candy style into a staff, and then it like solidifies into a real staff. And I, using both hands, crack him across the head with it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a 27.
Okay. That hits.
And then it's gonna deal. Where's my roller? It's gonna deal. 25 damage.
25. Okay. Okay. Nala, it's your turn.
I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
It's my bonus action.
See, you think of that when he says rage. Whenever anybody says rage, I think of Jersey Shore, and I think it's like she's like fist.
Let's rage.
Yeah.
Let's
Like, I think
go.
all I see is like this warrior like pumping her fists in the air, like with the. I don't know any of their names anymore. I'm
I
trying.
was gonna say I really don't understand the reference.
That's
I
alright.
know what the Jersey Shore is, but that's.
Pauly D. There you go. That's one of them. So yeah. All right. So you are raging, and then what?
1 second.
Okay.
Is anyone nearby the stone giant? Our cloud giant is, right?
Yes.
We're locked in giant combat.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to run up on the side of the storm giant, flanking him, and I want to just slash with my great axe at his ankles
Okay.
for 2 attacks.
2 attacks. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
$21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
12.
12 damage. Okay.
No, that was the other hit.
Oh, got you. No, 12 does not do it.
Yeah, now roll damage. 11 damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's 13 with my rage.
Okay. Can this giant do an opportunity attack or no?
On a flanking strike?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no idea.
No, I don't think so.
That's
Because I'm moving into his area, I'm not moving out of it.
fair enough. And okay, I mean he doesn't.
He's
really,
already locked. He's already engaged.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. He's already got his.
I'm so proud of him. I'm happy for him. It's tough sometimes to find the one.
He
Days
didn't find the one. He's alone in a tower, and he did not even notice that you hit him with your sword.
Well, it was a staff.
No, not you.
Oh.
Nala.
It was a great axe.
Well, he wouldn't know because he didn't know that you attacked with anything. He did know when you hit him in the head with the staff. That he did.
Oh.
He did see.
Good.
All right. Rain, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to him, use Chill Touch, and then I am going to use my Sneak Attack, which got upgraded 3d6, and yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I rolled a 10 plus 2, 12 for the Chill Touch.
Damage?
Yeah, just AC.
Oh, does it go against armor class?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then no, it does not hit.
Okay.
You cast Chill Touch, and he just like absorbs it into his skin.
Oh no, I had, what did I say I had?
12.
Okay, plus 3. I didn't add my proficiency bonus.
15.
So you cast it, and you cast Chill Touch, and he absorbs it into his skin.
Yeah.
And he just took a bite of that 5 gum where all the commercials are like them jumping out of planes or whatever, and he just feels refreshed and minty, powerful, and
Okay.
yeah, you
Okay, and then I rolled a 2 for my attack, so...
okay. So I think overall you healed him for 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll give you. You said you rolled 2.
Yeah.
Okay. He topples over dead.
What?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, oh, shit.
All right.
I was like, is that the strategy? Deal low amounts of damage?
No, dude.
It's like golf.
Exactly.
Nah,
yeah.
man. Deal high amounts of damage. All right. So he is still actually having a good time. Like he is laughing. He was in really, low spirits when you guys got here, but this has kind of like been a lot of fun for him. He is going to take a step over, and he's going to take a swing at Nala. Yeah, he says.
Bring it on, bitch.
He says, I love the enthusiasm. You adorable tiny little thing. Let me show you how to actually hit somebody with a weapon. And he rolls a 11 plus.
Yeah.
14.
My armor class is 14.
Okay. Oh yeah. I guess everybody. I'm just gonna hit. All right. So he rolls.
Yeah, it's just like, please don't crit me.
Yeah, no, it's not a crit, but he does do multi-attack, so, let's do the other one just to see if it's 20, but it's not. So we are doing 66 plus 9, so we got 1, 3, 1, 1, 6, 2, plus 9. If our
23.
mathematician can tell us what that is.
23.
Did you hear my joke about mathematician though?
Did you say mathematician?
Mathematician, or I could have gone
Mathematician.
mathematician.
Blech.
Yeah, I don't like it as much. So, all right, how much was that? 23.
23 damage.
All right, 4, 3, 2, 6, 1, 2, plus 9.
Plus 9 is 27.
All right, you were healed to full with that potion, the billion point potion that you took in the thing. So you were hit with, what is that, 50? No, yeah, 50, right?
It was what? 29 and
I thought it was 23 and 27.
23 and 27, then yeah, that would be 50.
I think that's what you said.
Yep.
Okay.
So 50 points of what damage?
Crushing? It's a great it's a great sword, right?
It's slashing.
Okay, so I take
Slash.
25 damage.
25. Okay.
Oh. Tough
Good
guy over
25.
here.
All right. So yeah. So he is still laughing, having a real great time. Zeph, it is your turn.
I'm like, brother, this is not about the small folk. Enough.
He says, it became about them when you enlisted them to kill me.
I listed no such small folk. And
You turned into a robot. Say that again.
I enlisted no such small folk. No, is it back? Or is it supposed to? Can you hear me?
Is anybody else here and breaking up?
I'm hearing the robot.
Cool. Okay.
Maybe I'm just a robot guy. Maybe this is the big reveal.
Oh dear.
It's so weird.
It sounds like it's coming from the other side of the gate, the void.
Yeah.
I finally reached you.
Red Valor?
Oh dear, Matt. You're coming through like what is it, Gladys from Portal?
Oh, yeah. Here, let me be right back.
Okay.
Oh, hey, is this any better?
No, same.
That's weird. Nothing's changed. I didn't touch anything. Okay. Can you understand me?
Yeah, I can understand you. It's better
It
now.
just sounds like a lower bit rate.
Okay.
I
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll just try to go through with what we have now.
We'll just do it in the post, you know?
Oh, I think that you might be better now.
Okay. Hopefully.
Um,
That could be an improvement.
well, it took a
So-
minute.
So yeah, I'm like, buddy, listen a bit. I didn't list anybody.
Uh,
I think we're all a
that's-
bit confused. Are you confused? I ask him. Do you know where we are? Do you know who you are?
Yes, I am strongest. the mighty storm giant. I am in my home, and you have come to kill me. You thought I was sleeping, but here I am, just awake and ready. I am always ready, and he wants to take a swing at you. I mean, it's your turn, but
Yeah, so chill out, strongest.
strongest doesn't chill.
I feel like he's probably pretty strong, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's not one of those like ironic names like Tiny.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean like sheer power. I mean like the strength stat. Like,
Yes,
this would be
yeah,
muscular
no,
and-
and he's like the Chad of D&D monsters. He's got
Okay.
plus a billion to everything.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna hit him again then with my bonk staff.
Okay,
That's the 10 plus 8, 18.
that hits.
28 damage. Swing him, rink-a-dink-a-dink. I hit him in the face.
28, you said?
Firm rod.
Don't,
Yeah.
Please don't.
28 damage.
All right.
Right on his, like, slap it on his cheek a couple times.
No, stop it. 28 damage. Okay, you hit him and he stumbles back. Yeah, he can tell that you're not fucking around. Like, he's maybe not got this as, tied up as he thought originally, and he is starting to get angry, and you still have your friends next to you, and so
Yep.
he says, I've had enough of this.
That's what I just
I am
said!
sick of your games. I am sick of your lies. You come into my house and disrespect me, and I absolutely like that. I'm putting a stop to this. Like, you will never take my spot. You will never take what I've built. And as he's speaking, he's charging up a lightning attack in both of his hands, and his eyes are growing brighter with electricity, and soon it's kind of like arcing off of his body, and he starts to levitate a little bit, and he says, you've made a mistake coming here. You will all die here, and I need all of you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Got it. I'm super dexterous. Oh, not bad.
12.
14.
Okay.
16 plus 6. Give me a second.
Yeah, Rains is gonna be like 48.
Yeah.
22.
22. Okay, so that's successful. You will take half as much damage as your friends, as
It's how many? I'm not gonna count it. Just tell me how many it is, and I'll roll it for you.
it is 12d8 lightning damage.
Oh my goodness. Plus, what's the spellcasting modifier?
Spellcasting, I don't know.
Like, let's say like a 6 or something, probably.
No, his intellect is 3.
Oh,
3.
okay. He's gonna deal 72 damage.
Okay.
Mm,
So, and Rain, you only take half, so you're fine.
I don't know.
36.
What kind of damage was this?
Lightning.
36 is what I take?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
What was the damage?
Lightning.
70,
No, how much?
Oh, 72.
Yeah.
We do one of those like cartoon things where you can see our bones through our bodies.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm unconscious as well.
Yeah.
Barely.
And Zephyros drops to one knee, bloodied.
And Strongest, the storm giant, walks over to you, and he
look
raises
up at
his sword, and says, "Bitch, you thought," and then chops your whole head off. And probably doesn't do that, but he does hit you with his great
He
sword.
can if he wants to.
Yeah, I think that he's gonna, just for dramatic effect.
Yeah, he chops my whole head off.
Yeah, so he kills the shit out of all three of you immediately. And Rain, you jolt awake, and you
It's like Pokemon. It was a dream the whole time.
Sort of. You are feeling physically weaker. Like you have taken real damage in real life, having woken up from this dream, and you try to stand up and like walk over to, I'm assuming, one of your party members, but your legs are so shaky from the fight you just did that you can barely stand. Everybody else, so you've got May and Mel. They are meditating over where they meditate. Sai and Luna are gone right now, but you can hear their voices as if they're coming back from wherever they were.
Like soon, like in the next episode.
Oh yeah, no, they'll have gotten like 3 or 4 hours of sleep if they wake up at like sunrise or something. This is, it's pretty straightforward. So like, yeah, it's you have jolted awake with this lightning attack that has killed you. You do not see Nala or Zephyros anywhere near you, and you chalk it up to a dream, except for you are bleeding from the nose, and your hair is singed a little bit. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's gonna be the end of this fake ass campaign episode. So yeah.
Okay.
As far as you know,
Interesting.
you are the only one that knows anything about what you dreamed about. The only thing that you can remember that pieces it all together is the stone pillars that were
Mhm.
crushing all the stuff. You recognize them from the town that you're in.
Yeah, like
And
could I maybe like run outside and just like look at the
yeah, you can you
the hall,
you
like the
stumble
hole in the-
outside to where you remember the hall being across from where the inn is, and you can survey from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Just like looking around, like I'm just
yeah, everything is exactly how it was when you slept.
Some people are celebrating downstairs
Yeah.
in the inn, and like
Yeah, there's
must
still
have been
there's still like
dream.
the end of that party. Yeah, it's like you can see, now that you're poking your head out, you can see Sai and Luna coming up like from that from the gate to the city. They're walking up towards the inn.
Like lipstick on their faces.
No. Sai does have a slightly fuller bag than when she left. And Luna is bringing a basket of berries for all of her friends. So
what's the name of the dwarf or whatever?
the gnome.
No, the like.
Yeah.
Like he like was the town leader or something,
Yeah.
or the innkeeper, or
What was his name?
Dennis. I have written down Dennis.
I feel like it's possible.
I don't have anything written down.
the last name I have is Snakebat, so that was not it. Anyways, I go up to him and I ask if there's a tall warrior lady or a gnome that he knows about.
How did he sound? Does anyone remember?
Like Scottish.
And Matt, that's your character. Do you want to be him?
Yeah, sure. I'm just trying to find. There we go. I was trying to find the drive document of our thing so I could find. Are you telling me that you're looking for Morak Urgre?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, he's there. He's hanging out.
Good old Dennis. I call him Dennis for short.
Yeah.
Hi.
I don't know the answer to that question.
No,
Okay.
yeah, you don't know
Do
anything
I?
about what's going on. Nah, this is
Well, I mean, like as far as the gnome or the giants or
right,
anything.
right, yeah. It's like as
You
far
mentioned giants? Like, what do you say? Talk to me.
Um,
Oh, Rain! Great to see ya! How did you sleep? You look like shit!
Yeah, no, exactly. Have you seen a tall woman by any chance, or maybe a gnome with a black beard?
No,
Seems
don't
to
think
know the-
so. We've
No?
been partying the whole... I mean, we just got out of the caves.
Yeah, but I mean, like before the caves, like Dude, am I describing anyone who's sound like they might live in Nightstone at all, or?
I don't think so. Nope.
Okay.
Sorry. Maybe you'll encounter them on a continued adventure in the nearby lands, but I don't know about them. But it would depend on such a tall woman's availability and interest. So, Morak Urgray, the proprietor of this tavern, I'm unable to give you a categorical response.
Okay.
And you look like shit. Do you need a beer?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, here's a beer. Christ, get some sleep.
Sai comes up and she says, "Make that 2." And like, I put my arm around my good friend Rain, and I say, "Wow, you look like shit."
I'm very glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too, buddy.
I'm gonna finish this and go to bed.
Sounds good. I'm right there with you. Luna's probably already shacked up for the evening.
Yeah.
While you go in there, she when we went out, she picked a bunch of berries, and you are more than welcome to help yourself to some berries if you like them.
Okay. No mushrooms or anything? No.
No, nothing like that. We had a very specific. We were at,
Okay.
it's not important what we were doing, but she did get a bunch of berries, and I got nothing of interest. So
Okay.
let's just drink our drinks. Dennis, how you doing?
He continues polishing a mug.
Good old Dennis, cleanly as ever. Yeah, so I shotgun whatever it is Dennis gave me, and I go to bed.
Boom! It was poison. Sai's dead.
That's fine.
100%.
Sai used
Everything led up to this moment.
Sai wakes up.
Yes, Sai wakes up. Shit.
No.
Oh man. Thank you all for playing along with my horse shit. I understand. Well, no,
It's just there's so much more going on than you anticipate going into it.
Yeah, it really is. And like I didn't put very much time into it, and it's the holidays and we're trying to get everything sorted. But most importantly, like it was difficult trying to figure out like how to make any of this tie in with the main story, which I did want it to do. And I didn't want to like make new characters or anything, so with the help of Matt, we went over like some things that, as spoiler free as possible, like what we could get.
I think it was very good.
Well, what I'm getting at is that the whole wakes up from a dream thing and none of it really happened is probably the most bullshit trope in all of history. So thank you for all being good sports about that dumbass shit.
I feel though that I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it probably did happen.
Well, I was out. Me and Luna were hanging out. She picked some berries. I did some of my own stuff, and we came home. I had a beer, and I'm going to bed. That's all I know, personally.
Some very good dramatic irony in there, foreshadowing.
No, I don't think anything. I'm just, I'm just hanging out. I am beat though. Me and Luna took a walk because we couldn't sleep. She said she knew where a berry patch was, right next to a manor a little bit down the road, and I thought it would be nice to visit the berry patch. So.
Convenient.
Well, it wasn't convenient so much as it was just like a really nice walk. Not very fortuitous or eventful. And just Sai is like bleeding from the neck a little bit. But nothing real bad.
Bleeding from the neck?
A little bit. Maybe she was on her way out of somewhere, and the caretaker of the grounds fired an arrow, and it nicked her a little bit. And it's not like the biggest deal. What are you, my mom? What are you, a cop?
I could be. If you want me to be.
Oh, you're gross, Matthew.
How is that gross?
Oh, I thought it was like a sex thing.
Maybe it
It's
was.
offensive if it's not, and it's disgusting if it is. So you gotta pick whichever one. It's transphobic if it's not, and you are in a room full of trans women. So you really gotta be PC on this one. That's actually, I can feel the discomfort from everybody. So I think we're gonna stop it there. Thank you all so much for playing with me in this space. And that's that. I guess we'll see what happens on the next adventure episode of the Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
You were
it's
supposed to
called
say
laughs per minute.
That's not D&D related though. It's got to be something cool.
That's what our D&D campaign is called. It's what our group was called from
Alright,
minute
let's see what
one.
happens next time.
We got on and we were like, we're gonna do a let's
Yeah,
play. Ha ha ha. What's it gonna be called?
Yeah,
And we agreed
hey
right
YouTube,
away.
this is Last Per Minute here. We're gonna go through, our Minecraft themed Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Join us
I'm
next
on
time
four
on
stacks
Dragon
of
Ball Z.
cobbles.